The Wild Wild West.
Sorry about that, Sean. Our producer's a punk.
Yeah, he's a young punk, man.
He's a young superstar. He thinks he's a hotshot. He got intoxicated and went on Instagram Live this week.
Really?
Yeah, he made a fool of himself.
An absolute fool of himself. He tried to delete it, and I shared it just to teach him a lesson.
Yeah, I regret it very much.
What did you do exactly?
I just
Not exactly. Don't say exactly what you did.
I got really drunk and opened up Instagram Live and played Lakeshore Drive. Do you know that song, Lakeshore Drive?
Yeah.
It's very good. And I listened to that, and I just wanted to share a moment with everybody, and I regret it very much.
You should.
Well, you learned. And That's good.
Thanks, guys.
It'll go away. It'll never.
Yeah, it's not forever, so that's good.
Well, thanks for coming here and doing this. I'm
honored to be here.
Please, we're honored. I've been really happy about this. So it's just pumping me up. And apparently, so you are, because they've been trying to say you're totally out of it, but now you guys have had you guys are on all the ballots now in all 52 states.
No, we're on the ballots in 14 states. We got on Texas today. We needed Texas the hardest one because you have 45 days to get 100,000 signatures. But we found here what we're finding elsewhere, it's incredibly easy for us to get signatures. So we got 250,000 signatures, which we try to get at least double what we need because the DNC and the RNC are going to come in and try to go through every signature and try to, exclude them.
Really? So they take that very seriously?
Yeah. They're going to try. Their strategy is to keep us off the ballot.
Yeah.
They're trying to save democracy by destroying it.
Yeah.
Well, that's my fault. I totally, for some reason, I must have got misinfoed. I thought it was
no, but we've done the hard states. We're going to get on the ballot, and I think they're beginning to realize that now. We've done really effectively all the hard states. We're not on the other really hard state is New York, where you need 45. You have 45 days to get 45,000, but there's these other provisos that you have to get them from certain counties and certain congressional districts, a certain amount. And we had a firm come in that we hired to do our, ballot signatures. So we had 100,000 volunteers in the state. And then we had a firm come in that was charging us, but we suspect that the firm was actually secretly working for the DNC. And they did things to invalidate almost all the ballots they collected, that if we had not discovered it early, it would have sunk us. Whoa. So we're about to file litigation against them.
If only it was a mail-in vote, I think they would take it less seriously.
So you have to get per state. You have to get a certain amount of signatures to be on the ballot. Is that how it works?
Yeah, every state.
Jeez. Okay.
This is what I always thought, and correct me if I'm wrong. I always thought it was a bad move by the DNC to try to get you off the ballot because I thought you might take more votes away from what otherwise would be a Trump voter. What do you think of that?
I take more votes away from Trump than I do from Biden at this point. Mm-hmm. So we've polled our own people, and we take about 57% of the people who are our supporters who we poll say that if I drop out of the race, they'll vote for President Trump, which is why President Trump now has opened up all the firepower against me. But we also did a poll. We did the biggest poll ever done, at least in this presidential race. A typical poll like the Quinnipiac poll or the Harvard-Harris poll, the Siena poll, the Gallup poll has from 1,200 to usually 2,200 people that they interview. We surveyed 26,000 people. The poll has a margin of error of virtually zero. So anybody who does that poll would end up with the same results. And it was very interesting because what it shows is that if I stay in the race, Biden loses. If I get out of the race, Biden loses even worse. He loses 2 extra states, Maine and Virginia. We did every state. And if Biden dropped out of the race, I would beat Trump. So Biden cannot beat Trump, but I will beat Trump. I don't beat him by much. I beat him by 3 electoral votes, but Biden loses catastrophically to him. And then if Trump dropped out, which of course will never happen, but then I beat Biden in a landslide. So I beat President Biden. I take 39 states and he only gets 11. So I'm actually in a different position nobody's ever been in history, which is a third-party candidate who in a head-to-head race will beat either of the candidates from the major parties.
Damn, and they won't debate you at this point. Neither of them will?
Well, the debates are scheduled after the conventions. So there's a presidential debate commission, and it has scheduled 3 debates. The first one is in September 18th. And if I meet certain metrics, which the big metric is 15% in recent polling, then I will be on the debate stage, and I should meet that metric. So they should have to debate me. I mean, they should debate me anyway because of because my favorability ratings are better in every poll. My favorability ratings are better than either President Biden or President Trump. So if they want to do the right thing, they would debate me.
So
But I don't think they. Do you think President Biden is going to debate?
I don't think he'll debate.
I don't think he can.
I think they'll say that if they debate Trump, that's a threat to democracy, and they won't dignify Trump with a debate.
Yeah, they'll say that they're legitimizing him.
Yeah.
yeah,
Which is weird since he's already been president.
he's a criminal though. Yeah, he's going to jail. But so how do you deal with because you get crushed all the time in the media for just I followed it from a long time for they were saying you communicate with your dead ancestors, which every different thing I've seen, if you read it for 2 seconds, it's you're talking about a meditative exercise. That if anyone else said it, it'd be oh, that's actually really nice. So how do you, what are some of the weirdest characterizations or whatever you've had? And how do you deal with that?
Well, they've applied everything to me. I mean, anti-Semitic, racist, talks of my dead ancestors, anti-vax, anti-science. I mean, we should make a list of them. This week it's that I have a brain worm, which was actually true.
I got you.
That is a tough one.
Yeah, that was a tough one.
Brainworms, tough.
Yeah, that was I think 13 years ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because it was in a deposition for my divorce. And I think it was 12 or 13 years ago. And the New York Times went it back and dug up that deposition.
Wait, she brought it up in the divorce hearings?
I don't know. It was in a deposition.
It's a good move by her.
For sure.
Yeah, this guy's crazy.
Fucking brain.
Yeah. But I forget the context in which it was brought up. But at that time, I was having a lot of brain fog, and I was having trouble with word retrieval. And so a guy who was a buddy of mine, he was actually a guy I was in prison with for the summer of 2001. I was in maximum security prison, and he was my cellmate. He's the head of the biggest labor union in the country, Dennis Rivera. This was when we were put in jail for protesting Vieques, the bombing of Vieques, and I had won. I had been the attorney for the people of Vieques at that time, and we were good friends. And because he was the head of the hospital's union, he had a lot of contacts in the hospital. And I told him that I was having this trouble, and he said, "I'm going to get you in for a CAT scan." He got me in for a CAT scan. The CAT scan showed a black dot in my brain, and they said it was a tumor. They said it's got to be a tumor. My uncle had died only a couple of months before from glioblastoma, which is a brain tumor. And my Uncle Teddy, had been on the chairman of the health committee in the United States Senate for 50 years. So we had really good contacts in the medical community. And we, at that point, because they'd all been involved, the best oncologists and neurologists in the country had been involved in treating him. So they were all on the speed dial and, family phones. So I was able to take these films and send them around to the best doctors in the world. And they all said, yeah, it's a brain tumor. And then I had to get surgery, and I was going to use the same surgeon that Teddy did, which is this guy in North Carolina at Duke. And I was going in to pick up my films on the Monday, and I was scheduled for surgery on the Tuesday, which I was not looking forward to. And there was a young doctor, an Irish doctor, who was sitting in the office where my films were at Columbia Presbyterian. And we struck up a conversation. It was about Ireland and stuff. And he said to me, "What are you here for?" And I said, "I got a brain tumor." And he said, "Can I look at your films?" And I said, "Yeah." So he put them up on the light board. And he stared at him for a long time. And meanwhile, we'd had literally the best surgeons in the world looking at these. And this is this young kid, and he looks at it and looks at it. And he said, and then he turns to me and he said, "I don't think you've earned surgery." And I was like, "Tell me more." And he said, "There's something about this. I don't think it's a tumor." He said, "What you should do is measure it really precisely, and then 6 weeks later measure it again. If it's a tumor, it'll grow. If it's not a tumor, it's something else." So I went back every 6 weeks for the next 6 months, and it never grew. And then at the end, he said, "It's probably this thing called neurocystic sarcosis, which is like a form of a tapeworm that gets in your brain." He said, "It's dead. It's not in there, or you'd see it." But apparently it's very common in India, and I had traveled a lot in India, because of my work. It's also common in the hog industry, and I had been suing hog farms for 10 years.
Pig suing.
So I don't know exactly where I got it, but anyway, it's dead.
What part of your brain was it in?
It was on my left side in the front.
Okay, so I think
Well,
that
I don't
part
know.
it's not super important from what I know about brains. Front is important, and like the bottom, pretty important. Sides are just like memory and
the worm-
balance. You don't need that. You don't need that.
The worm was, you couldn't remember words. It was eating the words. What was this, a bookworm?
No. I don't actually think the worm was causing me
I
any
sat on
problem.
that for 5 minutes. Pause.
So that was the theory, though.
I don't think it was. Because at the same time, I found out that I had huge mercury levels. So I had 10 times the amount of mercury that EPA considers safe. When I chelated out the mercury, all my cognitive issues were resolved. And so I don't even think that the brainworm, I don't know what the brainworm did. A doctor told me at one point, he said, you could lose 10 IQ points and you'll never know it.
True.
He said, even people around you won't really notice it. So I don't know, do you think you're as smart today as you were when you were a kid?
I don't know. I can't tell. I think I'm smarter, but I might.
You've gotten smarter.
I got Audible. Audible helped me a lot. I was pretty dumb. Now
I've gotten significantly
Yeah,
dumber.
Audible is good.
Audible is good.
You think you've gotten smarter?
No, I've gotten dumber.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is that from the drinking? And
Yeah, probably alcohol, lack of sleep for a long time. That'll do it. Stress. It's incredible.
Well, I know this, that my kids seem a lot smarter than I was, and they think they're smarter than I was still.
Yeah, they have the leg up though. They have the benefit of how smart you are. Then you raise them with your level of smartness, so they get more smartness. I went to school for psychology for a year. Well, here's a question. This always kind of cracks me up, but because I'm like been fascinated with like how you're portrayed and all this stuff. And the thing that really kind of cracks me up is when people are like, "Oh, like you're coming on these positions, you're grifting, you're trying to get supporters." But then the things they're hitting you for, like again, vaccines, wildlife preservation. It's like if you were truly grifting, I feel like you would just be like, "We got to fund Ukraine. We need more vaccines." Like you could rise to the top of the Democratic Party tomorrow, I guess, if you were like, "I love Ukraine. We got to fund the war. We got to do this. We got to do that." And then you get accused of like
when I took
grifting
my
on
position
fringe
on
stuff.
when I took my position on Ukraine, which was the beginning of the campaign, it was 86% of Americans supported the war in Ukraine. So it was not like a proper position.
Yeah.
People recently started saying this about me because my official position changed on the abortion issue. And so they said, well, he flip-flopped on that. But, I don't think anybody really seriously accuse me of being a flip-flopper for the reason that you say, that I've taken very, very unpopular positions and stuck with them. And what I say is, there's no way that you can change my mind by calling me names or by criticizing me or by marginalizing or vilifying me. You can always change my mind with facts. If you tell me I'm wrong about it, show me that I'm wrong about something, about one of my presumptions, I'm going to change my mind. And that's what happened with the abortion thing. So, my position on abortion was that it should always be a woman's choice right up to the very end. And my assumption was that any abortion that occurs during the, ninth month, you're basically killing a child, right? My presumption was that no woman's going to deliberately carry a child for 9 months and then 2 days before it's born abort it. Who would do that? So it could only be in instances where the mother's life was at stake, or there was some other, overwhelming medical issue involved. And that it shouldn't be up to a bureaucrat of the state to dictate the outcome of those kind of decisions. It should be up to the mother, her relationships with her family, her conversations with her pastor, with her doctors, etc. It's a very difficult decision. I don't want a bureaucrat making it. But then I learned I was wrong, that there are actually a huge amount, comparatively, of elective abortions at that time. And my belief is that, the state at that time, you've got a wholly formed, viable child, that the state has some interest in protecting that baby. So as you guys know, you come from presumably Irish Catholic families.
Yeah.
My family is split about this, about, right to life, right to choice. I've been a medical freedom advocate. I've been I've been the leading advocate in the country for medical autonomy, freedom of choice. So I think the woman should always choose, but in this case, if it's a fully formed baby, that the state does have some interest in protecting that life.
Yeah, but that's kind of, for me, that's kind of your charm, where you'll like wade into these very murky waters where most times it's just like a one word answer, like I'm for blah, blah, blah. And it's just like, you're like kind of actually going into it being like, well, I support medical autonomy. And they're like, what about a late term abortion? You're like, all right, you son of a bitch. Yeah, fine. And they're just like, you blah, blah. So then they just run the story as like, you love to kill babies. That's like kind of the angle they're going on it. And it's like, if you look at it for 5 seconds, you say like every abortion is a tragedy, but I still want every woman to make the decision, not a bureaucracy. And it's like, for me, it drives me nuts to watch that. It's like, damn, this is deciding the future and the policy. It's literally like, it's a form of lying to be like, this is what this guy thinks. And you watch it and you're like, if you watched it just 2 minutes before that, it's not that at all. But and then to say like, well, I saw it and it's like, fuck man, I was wrong. I don't like that. I don't think it's flip-flopping. It's just being like, let me have all the... It's almost an impossibility to expect one person to have the right answer on every major issue in the country. And that's what the president is expected to do.
Start to finish.
Some people just lie. So then the presidents just lie, or they just like research, get demographics, and they say, this is what I'm going to say. It's almost like if someone agrees with everything you think, they're probably just lying. So I do applaud your ability to like wade into those waters and be like, here's what I think. You get the data, you go, okay, yeah, shit, all right. I'll think about that, differently. So I don't think it's flip-flopping. It's like actually thinking issues through rather than having a team of people be like, say this about that, get the vote, and then, business as usual. So I just wanted to commend you. That's all. Get some positive vibes.
Oh, it's interesting living in that space where, where I'm getting incoming from both sides and just and tremendous anger and from people, and particularly from people that I, knew that I was allied with for many years, and then how to deal with, to internalize that, that kind of criticism. It's easy to deal with it from the outside because it's kind of formulaic about how do I counter this, but it's been interesting, and actually it's been an important experience for me to be in a world where I'm very isolated and where nobody believes you, and and to be able to find your own my own resources and say, it's not important what people think of me. It's not my business what other people think of me. My job is to do what I believe is right, and then leave the outcome in God's hands, and to try to be peaceful throughout that.
It's pretty difficult. So how do you do that?
I had an experience.
I could use that myself.
I had this experience
Yeah.
when I first got sober. I went to a rehab for a while, and my wife came to visit me on January 17th, which is my birthday. And after you get a visitor, they test your urine. And I got a urine test, and it came back positive for alcohol, and not just a little alcohol, but like knee walking drunk,
Like Gardini Instagram Live.
Yeah, exactly.
What happened?
And then, so they shut down.
Good time, dude. Chill.
The golden shower.
They shut down the unit. So nobody could go out. Nobody could have visitors. They couldn't go to the gym. And then they sit in a circle and try to get me to admit that I had drank, but I hadn't drank. So the next day, so they had just like a marathon meeting, and I just said I didn't do it. The next day, they tested me again. I came back positive again. So then they went in and they took away everybody's perfume and their hairspray and anything that might have alcohol. And they were trying to figure out where is he getting that alcohol. And that happened for 13 days in a row. And at one point, I said to them, put me on suicide watch, because there was a glass box, where they can put you and observe you 24 hours. I said, put me on that so everybody knows what I'm doing. And then test me. And they said, no.
You just got hammered.
Yeah.
So they didn't put you in there.
They just said, we don't know how you're doing it. The doctor said to me, 5 years from now, you'll come back. If you're still alive, you'll come back and tell us how you did it. And they asked me to leave. And I called up my brother and I said to him, here's what's happening. And he said, you just need to come clean and tell the truth. And then I called up an uncle and he said the same thing.
Oh, no.
So I was like feeling, okay, there's nobody in the world who believes me right now, but I'm telling the truth. And I just started laughing, and I was talking to God, and I was saying, it's between you and me, and that's all that matters. The only thing that matters is my integrity, and I have to be happy with that. And that incident just taught me a lesson that, what other people think of me is not my business. It's not my concern. What my concern with is if I have personal integrity, if I'm living a life of integrity, of character, and then we're all in the middle of a dream. We're all in the middle of an adventure. And ultimately, it's God's decision about how it turns out.
Nice. It's respectable. So how do you, okay, I have another question. So with all the, are you familiar with the deaths of despair and all the people who are just either killing themselves, overdosing, that whole phenomenon of the nihilism and how it's kind of spreading? So, and this is just from me watching you strike me as a president who also has a pretty directly spiritual view. It's not dogmatically religious from what I can tell. It's more so you seem to have a direct connection with a higher power from, I guess, recovery and all that stuff. As for being the president, or as president, what do you think, if you were to be elected, what would your role, or would you take it seriously trying to kind of combat the pervasive nihilism and how that kind of relates to the deaths of despair and all the overdoses and stuff? You think that's an important role, and is that possible to even speak to? It's not a policy thing.
I think it's absolutely critical, and we have particularly this younger generation of kids, Generation X and millennials, who feel completely disconnected. They're disconnected from any kind of hope for their own lives because they're not going to live the way that our generation lived. They know that. They can't afford a house. The central fulcrum of the American dream for my generation was that if you worked hard, if you played by the rules, you're going to be able to finance a home. You're going to be able to raise a family. You're going to take a summer vacation, and you're going to put something aside for your retirement, all with one job. There's nobody in my kids' generation. I have 7 kids. One of them is in a house. The 6 younger ones, who all have good jobs, all went to great schools, none of them have a hope for getting in a home. So part of it is, and there's this poll that was taken in 2013 where Americans under 18 to 35 were asked, are you proud of the United States of America? 85% said yes. The same poll taken 4 months ago, 18% said yes. So somehow that entire generation in the last 2 presidencies has completely lost faith for their future. And I think that's part of the problem, this detachment. But also, there is the shattering of community bonds that's occurred, where people are being fragmented, they're being alienated, atomized, and a lot of it has to do with social media and the kind of decline of communication, the decline of social relationships, the destruction of Main Street, with the local, all of these little things that bound us to community, nature, the local store, the hardware store, the bookstore, the relationship, the Boy Scouts, all of the relationships that we had are now that held our country together and that built this idea of community are now being eroded, and we need to build those back. And we build those back by rebuilding our industrial base, by getting people into homes. Because if you're in a home, then you care about your community. You go to the PTA meetings, you go to you care about your police, your fire protection. You're part of a community. You're part of something bigger than yourself. But also you have equity, so you can borrow money. And if you have an entrepreneurial impulse, you can pursue it. And this generation, part of going from a nation of owners, from an ownership society to a nation of renters, we go from being citizens to being subjects, and they see that happening to themselves. And, all of this alienation and dispossession that you see in that generation is this confluence of economic factors and the social media that are just driving people apart, and all the bonds that once held together are gone. One of the things I'm going to do is start these wellness farms, and that's going to be my big Peace Corps program. Right now, the biggest industry in rural areas is prisons. And I'm going to start building these wellness farms where kids can go and reconnect with the communities, where there's no cell phones, there's no screens, people raise organic food. They can attend if they want 12-step meetings, but it's their recovery areas. People can get off of SSRIs, they can get off of benzos, they can get off of illegal drugs. Go there for as long as they need to go and recover. I went to the model for this place in Italy called San Patrignano's, where they have 2,000 kids, and it's about several thousand acres. They have a vineyard, they have kennels where people learn how to take care of animals for, as part of an employment. They have a bakery, there's a prize-winning bakery. They have a winemaking facility that's, produces some of the best wines in Europe. They have a furniture factory, they have an apparel factory, they have wallpaper painting, and they have traditional artisans who are teaching these kids a trade. And when they leave, they have something. They're placed in a job when they leave. There's a place in Salt Lake called The Other Side, which is based upon that model, and they're doing the exact thing in downtown Salt Lake. And they have 300 ex-cons there, a lot of them drug addicts. And they run one of the biggest storage companies in Utah. They own a moving company. They own a lot of little companies, and they teach these people how to be reliable, how to show up on time, how to talk to other human beings, how to keep a bank account, all of the kind of the skills that you need to be part of a community and part of society. And we need to reparent this generation of kids and restore them. We're spending, right now over $100 billion on Ukraine. And we have a crisis in this country that is, that we're ignoring. And we're losing this generation of kids. And, I'm going to put an end to that.
Nice.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's something I always worry about too. It doesn't seem like it's going very well for a lot of people.
Yeah, but
It's
you
like-
love the Donbass region.
the what?
The Donbass region.
What's the
Matt's
Donbass?
obsessed with it. That's why he keeps giving all that money to Ukraine. The last thing we
True.
want is Russia to get the Donbass region.
I am on a hamster wheel. That's all I podcast for is to send more money to the Donbass.
My son went over there.
Yeah, I knew that.
Connor.
Yeah.
How's he doing?
He's good. He's practicing law now in New York. I mean, in L.A. He's living with me, which is great. He's got a very, very beautiful Brazilian girlfriend who's a pop singer.
Awesome.
I think they may be getting married.
Hell
This
yeah.
thing, this is all private conversation, right?
So why can't we be friends with Russia?
With Russia.
Yeah. I don't understand why we can't just be
I think
friends.
we should. I think we can be. I think
I
we.
think it's
you know,
important.
what?
I think it's very important.
Yeah, I think it's really important too. And that's they lost the Cold War.
Yeah.
And, the most important diplomat in modern American history is a guy called George Kennan. And he's the architect of the containment policy after World War II. And he said, in 1997, when the Clinton administration began extending NATO to the east, to putting it in all these former Soviet bloc countries, he said, you can't do that. You're treating Russia like the enemy, and it is going to be a self-fulfilling prophecy. You're going to turn them into the enemy, because if you treat them that way, they're going to have to arm and they're going to have to defend themselves. We should be inviting them into the market. We should be inviting them into, Western life. And I think we lost a big opportunity there. And I'm not saying Putin is a good guy, because he isn't, but the Russian people like us, and
Yeah, they love our culture.
yeah.
I truly don't understand it.
The same is true of Iran, by the way. I mean, Iranians love the United States. I read this poll recently that the favorite television show for Iranian teenagers was Oprah.
Nice.
That's awesome. They're not exactly like American teenagers, but they have
That's
a
really funny.
fascination.
There's like 40-year-old women.
Oh, they're like,
Yeah, it's crazy. It is crazy. Yeah, it's like just open up trade and just be cool. I don't know. Russia for real is like
Russia scares me. I've told you, every night I've been listening to this book. It's called A Nuclear War Scenario.
yeah.
It's terrifying. It's the scariest book I've ever read, and it's like,
Yeah, and-
why are we
messing around?
why are we even coming close to the idea
Yeah.
of this? It's the end of the world.
And people assume that we've got the best nuclear arsenal in the world, and the Russians.
The Russians do.
Yeah, I think they've got 2,500 more weapons than we do. But they have much better weapons. They have better defensive
The
weapons.
thing that's really scary about the book is it talks about Russia's like Tundra, their early weapons. What's that, like early detection technology is like kind of subpar. So if we just launch any missiles, they have no idea, and they're like, that could be 100 missiles. It could be at Russia. We have to preemptively strike.
oh no.
It's a nightmare. And I don't know.
But they
That's
got
a
the best
nightmare. And
news.
then we
They have
have,
the most, yeah.
if they do launch, or if there is a mistaken launch.
Yeah.
Oh Jesus.
This one, Amaryllis, who's my daughter-in-law who runs my campaign, and she was a CIA agent for many years. But she says, if that's at 3:00 in the morning and President Biden, they wake him up and he has 7 minutes to make the call. And he's got
That's all I've been thinking about the whole book. For real.
he's got 6 guys pushing him through a tunnel at full speed.
And he has to make, he's
And
the one.
during that period, while he's still running through the tunnel, he has to make the call: do you fire back or
Do
not?
you end the entire world or not?
Yeah.
It's
That's terrible.
It's so scary, dude. The book's so scary.
I didn't even think about accidents.
Yeah, I mean, that happened once. It happened in the Soviet Union. I think it's like in the 80s. This Russian guy, the Soviet guy, saw it was a radar malfunction, and he was like, America launched. And I guess it was only 10 missiles. And he was like, it would be more than that if they really wanted to do it. I'm not going to tell anyone. And he was right. There was no actual
Did he
launch.
get court-martialed or something?
I'm not sure. I think he eventually
One
got.
of those guys got court-martialed.
He got considered. Yeah, his nickname's like the guy who saved the planet because he did. Because
Just by
his
being like,
real
"Eh."
job was to say yes, they launched, and he was like,
I don't know.
"This is like a big responsibility to end the world right now or not."
Whoa.
Yeah, it's very scary.
Yeah, that's
And
terrifying.
I never thought that. It reminds me of that Trump speech. He was like, "It's the N-word." You ever see that?
Yeah.
It's one of the funniest speeches.
What is it?
He's doing a rally and he's like, I guess Trump he came to the conclusion that it's very serious to even discuss nuclear weapons. And he's giving a rally and he's like, there's a new N-word. And everyone's like, Jesus
Come on, man.
Christ, dude. And he's like, no, not the other ones. It's like, God damn it, dude.
You know, I don't know. I think it was 2 years ago. Your producer would probably be on top of this.
He's looking at girls on
was-
Instagram.
Where Hawaii
Yeah.
got
I
that
remember
notice.
that. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I remember that there had been a launch that there was incoming, and everybody should run into their bomb shelters.
Yeah.
Which
Which will do nothing. Yeah.
God damn. Yeah, that's kind of terrifying. But now, too, if we're friends with Russia, they might be like, you just like me because of my nukes.
True.
You know?
is what
They might just be like, you just like me because of my nukes. Russia might just be kind of like,
It is true, though.
You don't even
we
really
have to
like
like
me.
them. If they didn't have nukes, we wouldn't have to like them. But it's important we like them.
Yeah, that's what I worry about. I worry about the organization of the world at like the
That's-
highest of levels. It seems kind of terrifying.
That's what I hated about like when Trump went to North Korea and was becoming close with Putin and all that. It's like don't try to divide. Like that's good. I don't care. That's good. That's better than them having animosity towards
He should
us.
be a permanent diplomat to like totalitarian.
Apparently people like him.
Yeah, he's great at it.
If elected, will you send him to North Korea?
yeah,
Yeah. He needs
good
to be.
idea.
Yeah. He needs to be friends over there. Send him and Rodman.
True.
Ever experienced the agony of harsh smoke, throat burning, or coughing attacks when smoking cannabis? The struggle is real, but the solution is chili. That's right. I'm talking about the smoothest way to light up, and that's with Freeze Pipe. Freeze Pipe makes a unique line of freezable pipes, bubblers, and bongs that are 80% colder than using ice cubes to chill smoke. The magic is in freezable glycerin chambers that come on every piece. Simply pop the chamber in the freezer.
What?
I read it every week.
Don't laugh.
I'm sorry.
We're in the middle of a presidential
Simply
interview.
pop the chamber in the freezer for 1 hour, and the smoke passes through. It's instantly chilled by over 300 degrees, so every puff arrives ice cold and cough free.
That's nice.
It does, dude. They work. That's all I can say. I've done it. They're fantastic. American owned and with over 100,000 happy customers, Freeze Pipe uses the thickest glass and market leading glycerin chambers for a smoother experience you have to feel to believe. Ditch harsh smoke forever by visiting thefreezepipe.com. Use code DRENCHED for 10% off your order. That's thefreezepipe.com and code DRENCHED for 10% off. Shop today for free shipping and smoke like royalty without paying a king's ransom.
That's nice.
Yeah, that's important.
It's also funny. This is in the middle of an RFK interview.
I know. I was thinking that.
Let's take a break from talking to a presidential candidate and let's talk about Prize Picks. Prize Picks is America's #1 fantasy sports app with more than 5 million members. It is the most fun and exciting way to get in on the action. Oh, I thought you were laughing about something.
No.
While you watch your favorite sports and players, you just pick more or less on 2 or more player stats for a shot to win up to 100 times your cash. Testing my skills on Prize Picks this playoff basketball season is the most simple way to get in on the action. You just select 2 or more players, pick more or less on their projected stats, and submit your lineup. Prize Picks offers injury insurance so that your lineups they stay in play even if one of your players gets injured this basketball season. That's nice.
Yeah, that is.
If you have a player who exits the game in the first half and does not return in the second, Prize Picks will have your back and not count that as a loss.
Hell yeah.
Personal endorsement. I love it.
You got any more picks? You nailed it.
I mean,
dude.
I nailed it last week with DiVincenzo, but Kyrie's at 22.5. Luka's at 28.
I go
Wow.
Kyrie.
No, you mean
Above
More.
more. My bad. Can't say that. More.
more.
I go more.
You're going more on Kyrie?
Yeah.
They're
Go
playing-
more.
Who are they playing? OKC, that's right. What's Gillis Alexander at? Is he on there? Don't be sorry, Sean.
Yeah, check it out, man.
Jesus Christ.
They do points, rebounds, and assists, and it's 44.5. That's pretty good.
Can I take the line?
combined.
Can I go
I'm
some
going to
more
go
or less?
Gilgis. I'm going Gilgis.
Gilgis.
More.
More.
Nice. What
All
about
right.
rebounds? Can I do something else on rebounds?
Yeah, you totally.
It combines them. So you're taking Kyrie. Oh, wait. So Kyrie's 22 all combined?
No, they do just points as well.
Oh, okay.
That's the only option
Betting
they
on
have
some,
for
or
Gil.
doing
just is
more or
combined.
less on some bounds would be nice.
You can more or less bounce.
I want more or less on some bounds.
Who you more or less on bounds?
Sean Bradley.
All right.
Kyrie for sure.
Download the app today and use code DRENCHED for a first deposit match up to $100. Again, download the Prize Picks app and use code DRENCHED for a first deposit match up to $100. Pick more, pick less. It's that easy.
Fantastic. Here we go. Oh, yes. Shout out to our favorite sponsor, True Classic, for making us fellas look and feel good no matter how we move. Elevate your style this summer with True Classic, where timeless pieces meet modern comfort. Our favorite sponsor, True Classic,
You have
is
a
here to
timeless
help.
piece.
Is here to help you make it a summer to remember in clothes that you will never forget. Say goodbye to old, worn-out tees and hello to True Classic's ultra-comfortable essentials range. From fitted t-shirts, athleisure, jeans, sweaters, outerwear, and more. Make it a True Classic. Whether you're hitting the gym, relaxing at home, or exploring the globe, True Classic has you covered. They've already helped over 2 million men look great in their apparel, and now you can save big while you do so. Dude, honestly, True Classic has been storming my closet, and they might be my favorite tees out of all the tees.
True.
Hand on the Bible.
True.
When I put them on, if I closed my eyes and did just like a field test, I've been loving True Classics.
Classic.
I've been looking for the most comfortable tee, I should say. I almost said most expensive. I'm looking for the most comfortable. And
It's going to be important to find a nice and comfortable tee,
Dude,
especially down here in the Texas sun.
I've been trying different tees, and they're actually very, very comfortable. For a limited time only, get 25% off when you shop now with my exclusive link at trueclassic.com/drenched. Designed to accentuate your best features, True Classic shirts are tailored for a perfect fit, snug in the arms and chest, with just the right amount of room in the midsection. The best part is that True Classic sells premium products at an affordable price. You can get their best-selling t-shirts, hoodies, jeans, and more in 3, 6, and 9 packs. Looking to dress up? Explore the short-sleeve button-ups for a relaxed yet polished summer look. Pair them with True Classic's authentic jeans for a laid-back vibe that never goes out of style. So if you're ready to upgrade your closet, shop now with my exclusive link at trueclassic.com/MSSP and save up to 25% off your first order. Discover the perfect blend of summer vibes and timeless elegance with True Classic. Shop now and elevate your summer wardrobe with ease.
Please elevate your summer wardrobe.
Also, I'll be in Indianapolis this weekend. Please come to Indianapolis. And then the Comedy Works, Denver. I'll be in Denver as well. Come to Denver and then go to mattmccusker.com for other places I'll be at doing stand-up. Please.
Yeah, ShaneMGillis.com for shows. And also May 23rd, Tires.
You.
Thank you.
That's got to be crazy too, because you don't really have like a broadcast home where like Trump was getting kind of defended by Fox for a while, then like MSNBC would slam him, and Biden, they would, MSNBC would defend Biden. You get attacked from pretty much every major news organization, which is crazy.
Yeah, I mean, there's a couple of these new networks like News Nation that give me a platform.
The Hill, I
And
realize.
The Hill, they like me, but then they turned on me on Gaza.
Oh yeah.
But I like watching them. I think that they're trying to play it straight. That they don't have an ideology really. But
Can I ask, what was it that they turned on you for Gaza?
well, they the woman who's on that show, Brianna, who was I think she was Bernie's press secretary, and she feels like she accepts the narrative that Israel. My understanding is that Israel has no legitimacy in the region, and that it doesn't have a right to defend itself, and that the war is in Gaza is sort of a war of aggression by Israel, and that they should be out.
Right. Yeah, you caught a lot of heat about the Israel stuff. Again,
Yeah.
which goes to the, if you wanted to just read the room and just do the talking points, you could just be like, bam, bam, bam,
Yeah.
and get out and be the man.
That's a tough one. There's no real talking points on Israel.
Yeah. But if you were younger
It's
voters,
two
like Gaza-
clashing narratives, but
Yeah.
the younger voters, the people of the anti-war movement, the left wing of the Democratic Party that was kind of starting to lean toward me, a lot of those people are believe that they're helping Palestine by supporting Hamas, which I don't think is a good way to look at it. I think you have to separate Hamas from Palestinians. I consider myself extremely pro-Palestinian, and I think leaving Gaza in the hands of Hamas is a non-starter. It means that nobody can really rebuild Gaza. It means that Hamas continues to operate in their kleptocracy there, and training the kids to hate, to kill, to invade Israel. I don't see that it's there's been 5 ceasefires, and every one of them Hamas has used to rearm, to regroup, to hoist the banner, and to attack again. And Hamas says that's what we're going to do. We're going to do October 7th, October 7th, October 7th until Israel's gone. Oh, they don't want any territorial concessions. There's nothing you can negotiate. In fact, in their charter, they have a number of provisions that say even negotiating with Israel is a violation of Islamic law. So I don't see how you sit down and how you just stop fighting if they've declared war. They've since 2006, they've shot an average of 2,000 missiles a year at Israel. This war has been going on for 21 years. It really started in 2001. And I don't see, that you just stop fighting. I don't understand it.
I heard a rumor that Netanyahu funded Hamas. You ever hear that rumor?
Netanyahu, Israel did not create Hamas. Yep. Hamas created itself, but Netanyahu has approved the funding of Hamas through Qatar, at least $1.5 billion and probably closer to $5 billion. And you don't have to speculate about his motives. Part of his motives was to keep peace. And this is what he'll say. We were buying them off to try to stop them from attacking us. But he also said very clearly at one point that it's better to support Hamas because as long as Hamas exists, they can't, the Gazan Palestinians won't make common cause with the West Bank, which is, because the Palestinian Authority, which runs the West Bank, is antagonistic to Hamas. And to keep them apart assures that there won't be a two-state solution. So I think Netanyahu was, part of his motive was to sabotage a two-state solution. And people say, okay, well, that was what he was doing, and therefore we should condemn all of Israel. But, he's one guy.
Yeah.
And, when George Bush and Dick Cheney were running this country, they did some pretty sketchy stuff, including invade a country that did nothing to us.
Yeah.
And destroy it. And yet, we don't all hate America and say that we have no right to exist.
Fair point. That's a pretty fair point. Yeah, it's one of those things I always try to read about it, and no matter what I read, it's like swayed one way or the other deeply, and you're like, they get me all the time. But I know a lot of the independent younger YouTubers are pro-Palestine. But,
Yeah, the Dave Smith had a good one. Our friend Dave Smith, he's a libertarian Jewish man.
Oh, I know Dave
was on
Smith.
show,
I debated
that's
him.
right.
I did our debate with him on Palestine.
He had a good tweet about it the other day about how the media now, like the media allowed, like the BLM, the protests that they got pretty wild. They were all supporting that, but the second college students almost entirely peacefully protesting Israel, they are condemning across the board almost. And he was like, the reason it's simple is because the BLM protests made Trump look bad. The Palestine-Israel conflict makes Biden look bad. And that's why the media is clearly, I don't know, I thought that was interesting. I don't think I have a question there, but.
No, it was a good point.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
right?
I think.
Yeah, no,
Did
I read the same thing. I liked it too.
Yeah.
No, I liked it too. And it is true. It is kind of nuts.
What do you think of that?
I mean, I think people should be able to peacefully protest. And, that's part of the right of being an American. So, when, at some point, as though those protests become across the line, if you block students from going to class, if you block Jewish students from going to class, if you're occupying buildings, if you're trespassing, the university has a right to, to discipline you. The rights are very different if you're on a state school campus, because the state really should not be censoring anybody on the First Amendment. But if you're in a private school campus and you have community guidelines that protect, for example, non-white students, the same protection should be given to Jewish students.
Yeah, it sucks because the thing they do that I don't like with the Israel debates, if you're like, I don't like what Israel's doing in this case, or like you're anti-Semitic, you hate the Jews, and it's like, dude, I truly don't. But that's the one trap I think they fall into, where it's like, you must hate Jewish people, and it's like, no, dude, I just think that one particular instance is kind of bad. So
yeah, it's tough. I feel like Israel is a democracy. It's the only democracy in the Mideast, and that part of the duty of living in a democracy is that you criticize your own government, and that we all have I don't know if an obligation, but we all have a right to criticize the government of Israel without being anti-Semitic. I think it turns into anti-Semitism when you're applying a double standard, when you're judging Israel by standards that you're not judging the neighboring countries or West Bank or Gaza. If you say, Israel is guilty of genocide, which clearly it is not. Israel, there were in 1948 when the Palestinians left Israel, 750,000 of them left. There's now 7.2 million. So it's the opposite of genocide. And if you look at the surrounding countries during that war, those countries expelled their Jewish populations. There's many of those countries, for example, Jordan, where there's not a single Jew. And the countries that still have, there's only, I think, 15,000 Jews remaining in all of those countries. And that is a genocide, and it's continuing. And those countries are also committing genocide, many of them against Christians, like real, organized, systematic, we're going to kill you if you don't leave. And that's not true in Israel. Israel, if you're a Palestinian in Israel, there's 1.8 million Palestinians who have Israeli citizenship, and they have all the rights of Jews. They vote in elections. They can run for the Knesset. There's 10 Arabs who are serving in the Knesset. They can run for prime minister. They serve on every level of the judiciary. In fact, 4 years ago, a district court judge who is Arab convicted an Israeli prime minister of corruption and put him in jail for 7 years. And that decision was upheld by an Arab judge on the Supreme Court. Nothing like that could happen in the West Bank. In fact, these protests, if you tried to do these kind of protests in the West Bank or Gaza, you would be killed. There's no free speech. There's no freedom of press. There's freedom. In fact, I think there's 27 states in the Mideast, and I think 26 of them have an official religion, and Israel is the only one that doesn't. Israel has freedom of religion. You can worship anybody you want in Israel without penalty. You can, people who are Arab or Druze or other nationalities and ethnicities, Shia or Sunni, have all the same rights as a Jew. So, saying that you're, saying that Israel commits genocide without talking about what's really happening around them is a double standard. And when there's no freedom of the press. There's no, in West Bank or Gaza. If you even talk about these things, about opposing the leadership, your life is at risk. If you're gay, you get killed.
Heard that. Yeah.
If you're a woman, you have no rights. There's,
Yeah, I've heard they're pretty tough on that as well. What did Dave Smith say?
Tough on crime.
What did Dave Smith say?
What?
What did Dave Smith say to all that? What did he say? Nah.
Oh, well, we didn't, Dave is a very smart guy.
Yeah.
He's one, and that's why I wanted to talk to him about this. Because, I wanted to talk to them. I think he's probably the smartest guy out there on that, from that point of view. Oh, he avoided a lot of these. Our conversation avoided a lot of those issues. And I think it was much narrower conversation. I think.
Yeah, those debates spin off into like in 1942, the jurors, blah, 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 and they did this, and the battle of blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And like, I don't even know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
But yeah, they should really, put that into more of a ceasefire. But it is tough because,
it's hard to talk about the issue without talking about the history.
Yeah.
Because it goes, there's kind of an assumption that Israel is not a legitimate country somehow. And that all of those countries were created by the British and the French after World War I when they cut up the Ottoman Empire. And Woodrow Wilson had said to them, I will only participate in this war if the people who are living in those countries get to govern those countries. So Britain was given the leadership over the administration of the Palestinian Mandate, which was Palestine, which was one of the bigger chunks of the Ottoman Empire. And Britain made a decision. They actually went and interviewed people, and they interviewed the Jews and the Arab. There was a Jewish population, an Arab population, and the Jews are always been a second-class race. They were called dhimmis since Muhammad conquest. And the Muslim leader, whose name was Mufti al-Husani, said, yeah, if this is all our land, there's nothing here for the Jews, and we don't even want a state even a mile wide for Jews. And any Jew that stays here will have second-class citizenship. So the British said the Jews had helped the British in World War I and World War II, and the Arabs had been against them. Oh, the Jews had taken Israel's promise that we're going to give you your homeland here. They said they were going to give them all of Palestine. Instead, they gave 85% of Palestine to Arabs, and they gave them a little sliver, about 10 to 15%. And so Israel, but all of those nations were created out of whole cloth, and none of them made any sense. I mean, Syria had a Kurdish population in it that was never given a homeland. The Christians were given a homeland in Lebanon because there's a lot of Maronite Christians, so they were given their own homeland. The Jews were given up a small, tiny little homeland in Palestine, which is, where there had been a Jewish presence there for 2,700 years. The Arabs were given most of it. And but there's a feeling among the Arabs that Jews shouldn't have any of it, and that's really what this dispute is about.
How could we end it?
Nukes. No.
Listen,
They keep bringing that shit up.
I know.
The thing is that Israel is at peace with two of its neighbors. When I was growing up, it was inconceivable that Israel would ever have a peace agreement with Jordan or Egypt. And it has peace agreements. Now you have the Abraham Accords that are three more nations that want to make peace with Israel. And it appeared that Saudi Arabia also wants to join the Abraham Accords. And, Saudi Arabia did something really interesting, which is after 9/11, because Saudi Arabia had a very, very radicalized population. And those were the people, I think 26 of the hijackers on 9/11 were Saudis, because they had these Wahhabi, this strain of Wahhabism, which is a very radical form of Islam and jihadist form. And the Saudi Arabian government had encouraged it. But after 9/11, they were critiqued all over the world. And they made a decision, we're going to de-radicalize. And they put in place all of these programs to de-radicalize their population, and it worked. And so I think the ultimate solution is economic development. We need, Gaza should be one of the richest, most pleasant places to live in the world. It has miles of white sand beaches. It's the beautiful bluffs. It has the richest agricultural land. It has a foot of topsoil. It's an oasis, so it has abundant fresh water. It has a port that is at the confluence of the Mediterranean Sea and the Suez Canal and all the trade routes from Africa, Mideast, Asia, and Europe. It should be the Singapore of the West. And if you had people who are focused on economic development, this place would be thriving. And instead, all of the money that they get, they steal. The top guy at Hamas, Ismail Haniyeh, has a net worth of $5 billion, which he's stolen every penny of it. His two lieutenants have a net worth collectively of $6 billion. And all the other money they get, they spend building an underground city, 300 miles of tunnel. Imagine the innovative and the entrepreneurial and the resourcefulness of these people to be able to make 300 miles of tunnels under their city. And all that's gone to war. What if you put that resourcefulness to work actually building a society that people could be proud of, which is what the Jews did. The Jews took a piece of Israel, of Palestine, a little tiny sliver 9 miles across, and it's now got one of the highest GDPs in the world. And it was barren wasteland for thousands of years. And, the people in Gaza have that capacity. And I think if the world comes together around them and says, we're not going to tolerate Hamas anymore, we're going to create a Marshall Plan so that, you and your children and generations of children can thrive. This is what we did after World War II. The Nazis ran Germany. We denazified them, and now they're the richest country in Europe. And nobody worries about them going to war because we got rid of that ideology. The same thing happened in Japan. It's the richest, Japan, I think, third richest country in the world. So, I think you can de-radicalize them with good leadership. The problem is that, there's some institutions there, including the United Nations, that have actually amplified the problem rather than trying to solve it.
That's a good answer.
The regime
So
changes.
far, is this your funniest interview that you've ever done?
This is good.
No, that's good.
But the regime changes in Germany and Japan, that was a pretty heavy cost.
I mean, we
It's gonna be harder to-
killed 2 million German civilians.
Yeah. It's going to be harder. It's difficult to do that.
Well, but it's a much smaller country, right? So, it did come at a heavy cost, but I think to me, you have to get rid of step one is they have to get rid of Hamas, because let's say Israel left right now. Israel left Lebanon, and and Lebanon immediately Hezbollah became the hero and the kind of the world, became 10 times as powerful because it looked like they had defeated Israel militarily. So if Israel leaves right now, it makes Hamas 10 times as powerful, and then they leave an enemy at their border that they know is just rebuilding for the next attack. And that is not going to negotiate with them. It will not be satisfied with any outcome except the annihilation of Israel. So I think you have to get rid of that ideology. And, at the end of World War II, Roosevelt and Churchill met at Casablanca to decide what was going to happen. This was after the Normandy invasion. They knew that they had the capacity then to destroy Germany. And Churchill said, we should not do an unconditional surrender, because if we do that, then every German is going to fight to the death. And Roosevelt said, if we don't do unconditional surrender and we don't denazify Germany, they're going to come back in 10 years and do it again. As soon as they get another generation, they're going to come back. You got to denazify them. Oh, I think the same argument applies to Hamas, is that you got to get rid of them in order to give the Palestinians a chance to really rebuild their country. And then the whole world has to come to their aid. and start, incentivizing economic development rather than, the devotion, the commitment to all of their human and financial resources to a war machine. After World War II, we had between 1944 and 1948, we did the Marshall Plan in Europe, and there were 17 countries in Europe. We rebuilt them all. And we rebuilt them. The amount of money that we gave for the Marshall Plan was $626 per capita, per person in all of those countries over a 4-year period. And in 2023 dollars. So it was $42 at that point. Today it's $626. We've given over the past 20 years $8,600 to every Palestinian. And yet they're worse off than when we found them. Why? Because all that money's been used, either stolen or used to build a war machine. And so, it's just throwing money down a rat hole instead of building a society that makes people proud, that, makes people hopeful about their future, that gives them power in the world and sovereignty over their own destinies. And that's what we need to do for the Palestinian people.
Yeah, it's just tough now. Like in World War II, you could people go to war and they'd be like, oh yeah, whatever. It just is what it is. Now with there's footage, there's babies dead. It's all of it can just be spun into just you don't know what.
You're seeing it on social media.
Yeah,
and you're just
this is terrible. So like you were saying, if you have to, take military intervention to remove Hamas, Shane's you have to kill hundreds of thousands of people. It's I feel like people feel they see the effects of war more acutely now. So it just seems
they do a good job of keeping the Ukrainian footage out.
Yeah,
you don't see that.
Yeah, I guess you really don't.
I think that's interesting.
I haven't seen. You don't see any of it at all.
Rarely, you see some drone operating footage, but there's really not that much online about what's going on in Ukraine.
That's weird.
Yeah,
compared to Israel Palestine.
There's video. They're everywhere.
Yeah.
Terrible.
I don't know.
You know what? I mean, there's much worse wars going on right now than Ukraine.
Yeah.
I mean, I think there's been 300,000 kids killed in Yemen.
Yeah.
And, we're supporting that war and nobody complains about it.
Yeah.
And, then there's in Syria, the same thing. What they did to the Kurdish population in Syria and Iraq, we killed 500,000 kids. With the sanctions and with the war, 500,000 children died.
Yeah.
To get rid of a guy who never did anything to us.
Oh, terrible.
So so we do have to ask ourselves, and there's conflicts all over the world right now that are worse than what's happening in Gaza. And why is nobody complaining? Why don't we have protests? Do we only protest when there's Jews involved? Or, do we care about all these other places where Muslims are being killed? The Uyghurs in China, all over there are slaughters taking place of Muslims and evictions taking place, and nobody's complaining about them. But it's just one place where they complain, and that's when, it happens to be when the one Jewish nation in the world. And by the way, people say, when they say Israel is an apartheid state, how can you say that when every nation in the region has actual apartheid rules and Israel is the only one that doesn't? The apartheid was in South Africa and there was 143 rules that were race-based and that punished minority races or give them, and Gaza has that. In the West Bank, it's the death penalty for selling property to a Jew. In Jordan, it's the death penalty for selling property to a Jew. Why aren't people complaining about the apartheid state in Jordan? Or,
they set the bar pretty low over in the Middle East. They set the bar pretty low in the Middle East.
And that's what I mean by a double standard.
Yeah, it's bad.
There's a famous story about the guy who is the president of Harvard. His name Richard Lowell. In the 1920s, and he was trying to get, Harvard was the first Ivy League school that let Jews in. And he was trying to get rid of all the Jews at Harvard. So he made the applications by Jews much, much more rigorous than the application process for other people. And he was asked, why are you doing that? And he said, because Jews cheat. And people would say to him, well, other people cheat too. And he'd say, you're trying to change the subject. I'm talking about the Jews. So
This is the president of Harvard.
that is the kind of level of conversation that you have when you say, well, Jordan kills people executes people for selling land to Jews. Stop talking about Jordan. I want to talk about Israel.
Yeah, that's a fair point. Because there is everyone. It's taken for granted. Like, oh yeah, they throw people off roofs and stuff. Like we all know that. Obviously.
Also, thankfully, Harvard has since changed their racial acceptance policy.
Yeah, true. They use it against Chinese people. They do.
A real quick one. What's going on in Haiti? Are we going to help Haiti ever figure out what's going on down there?
I mean, every time we've intervened in Haiti, it's made Haiti worse off. It's the poorest country in the hemisphere, and it's in total chaos right now. I'll tell you an interesting story about Haiti. And Haiti was the pearl of the Caribbean. It was the richest colony that France owned, and during the Revolutionary War, France came over, sent armies over, and helped us win the revolution. They had a couple of battalions that were all black from Haiti that came over here and fought. And those guys saw what was happening in America, and they said, we can do the same thing. So they went back to Haiti, and they started a revolution against the French. At that time, there were Americans who were coming down up the Ohio River, into onto the Mississippi and invading New Orleans, which was a French possession. So there were Americans flooding into New Orleans, and the French were worried that the Americans were going to take New Orleans away. So it sent the biggest fleet in history over to New Orleans to get rid of all the Americans. And they said, on our way, we're going to stop in Haiti and suppress this rebellion. They stopped in Haiti, and the Haitians wiped them out. Along with yellow fever, they destroyed the French army, the French military, and the French had to go limp back to France without ever going to New Orleans. And when they got back to France, they had bankrupted the country. And so Napoleon had to sell New Orleans, the Louisiana Purchase, to America for, I think, $28 million. Damn. And it was Haiti that really created, in that way, it played such a key role in creating our country. And the Haitians expected support from us because they were the second place in the world that had a revolution against colonialism. They were trying to start a democracy. But the slave owners in the American South were very, very worried about the example. So so the U.S. government therefore boycotted and starved Haiti, and that was the beginning of the destruction because it was the richest island in the Caribbean in the world. And because of that, because they were being starved to death, they had to cut down all the trees, and the soil eroded, and you had this cycle where the U.S. then goes in and invades periodically with the Marines, and every time just takes a little more out of Haiti. So it's a sad example of U.S. foreign policy.
That's pretty terrible. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. Haiti's. There's a good podcast on it, Revolutions, about the Haitian Revolution. It's pretty awesome. I know you're running out of time. I understand.
True.
I understand. But yeah, we should help them out, don't you think?
Yeah.
Yeah,
True.
We gotta help help our neighbors out.
Yeah, that'd be awesome to do.
Let's work on those cartels a little.
So
let's figure it out.
I have one quick question left. So I don't think you've never voted before, have you?
No,
neither of us have ever voted before. How do you do it? How do we vote?
Yeah.
I know we got to fill out a form online to register. How do you actually vote?
I've never done it before.
How do you vote? Yeah. How old are you?
38.
And you never
I
voted?
told you my generation is dispossessed. You don't make fun of me.
I'll tell you what. You don't need an ID.
You don't need an ID.
You definitely don't need an ID. That would be racist.
True.
Wouldn't it be racist if you need an ID? Anyway, I'm gonna go.
No,
to
I'm just
the bar.
kidding. We go online. You
Those racist bastards better not check my ID at the
True.
bar.
True.
You
I
know-
know how you do it. You go online, fill it out, and then go in there.
Yeah, I mean, one of the things I'm going to do when I get into the White House is the first day I'm going to order the passport office or order the post office and the State Department to issue passport cards to every American who can't afford them. Because right now there's a lot of Americans who don't have ID. They don't have a government issued photo ID. Mainly they're people, they're elderly. They're all Democratic constituency. They're elderly people whose licenses have expired. They're young college students who can't get a license. I mean, who haven't gotten a license yet. Because that whole generation. I mean, the day I was 16th birthday, I had my driver's license.
Yeah.
And
I currently have an expired license, and it's hard to
You
get.
do?
It's hard to get an ID in Texas.
yeah,
You have to sign up like 3 months in advance.
yeah, and
then
it's
I
a nightmare to go
forget
to
to go.
DMV.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to do that. And then there are minorities in cities who don't have driver's licenses because they don't have a car. So that's why the Democratic Party does not want voter ID at the voting booth. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, and nobody wants to go to DMV, but there's 30,000 post offices, and anybody who is a U.S. citizen ought to be able to go there and get a government-issued photo ID. Al Sharpton and Andrew Young have said, if I do that, they will waive any objection to requiring a ID at the voting booth. So that will diffuse this huge tension between Republicans and Democrats. You know, you don't want ID at the voting booth. We do. Obviously, we should have ID. And I understand why the Democrats don't like it because it disenfranchises millions of their voters. We could solve that problem that way. The other thing is, if you don't have a driver's license or a government-issued photo ID, you're a second-class citizen. You can't open a bank account. You can't go to get on an airplane. You can't stay in a hotel. You can't see your kid at school. So it will solve problems for a lot of other people. And then right now it's illegal to employ an illegal alien, an undocumented alien. But people do it anyway because all you have to do is check out a box. It says, I saw their Social Security card. Well, Social Security cards are easily fabricated. They're used on job sites in New York. They're passed hand to hand, so everybody just shows them to the boss, and then they pay them in cash at the end of the day. And nobody ever gets arrested for hiring an undocumented. What I'm going to do is say everybody has to show a government-issued photo ID at a job site, or the employer goes to jail, and that will shut down the border. Because everybody's coming through that border because they want a job. If they know you cannot get a job in the United States unless you have a government-issued photo ID, they're not going to be flocking there anymore.
Yeah, it seems like a pretty simple. I don't know. That's crazy. They've never done that before. Never even thought of that either. I was like, well, you just can't get one. Sorry.
Yeah.
Just print them out. It's a good idea.
I think we have to wrap it up. Thank you very much. This was
Thank you so much.
Shane, Matt, thank you so much for having me. I'm sorry I wasn't a funnier.
No, you're
that's
great.
okay.
Yes.
Yeah,
No, dude,
it was
you were great. That was awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
The Wild Wild West.
We're fucking live, dude. We're in live. Yo, guess what, dude? And we're in full control right now. Are you in full control right now?
I mean, I've never been in
We're full fucking
complete
control.
control
We're in
like this.
Full fucking.
I was
control.
actually out of control this whole
Were
week.
you really?
Yeah, I had a long
You weren't
week,
in full
dude.
control?
After Skanks went to Texas,
True.
did Rogies,
Yeah.
blacked out on a Wednesday.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, on the podcast.
Drank on the podcast, and that was a lot.
You drank
and then,
many beers.
And then drank, that was it. We started filming at 1.
Oh.
We had a show at 8. I just kept that thing
Whoa,
rolling.
did you really?
Yeah, till fucking 2 a.m. Then I had to fly the next morning.
Sounds like you were in full control, though.
I was in complete control.
You were in complete contrh.
Dude, I was on the edge.
How did
though.
the show go?
I was on the edge.
Oh, were you really?
I was about to break. And then I flew to Florida. The flight was delayed in the morning. Then my connecting flight was delayed.
Yeah.
Then I got there, had to go straight to the show from the flight, from the hungover flight.
Oh,
Oh,
yikes.
and the first flight hungover, I didn't even get first class.
What?
You believe that? A guy like me wearing a Mar-a-Lago polo didn't get first class? What are we talking about?
You were huddled in the back. Just
I had to,
fucking-
dude. I can't do it. I'm too fat and wide. I was against the wall, but like my arm, I have to keep it like this. Otherwise,
Really?
it's
Who
fully
you
against.
sit next to?
Just a nice woman.
It's the best.
Just a nice, prettier old woman. It was nice. But I still felt bad putting my entire body against her.
You got to merge with her. You got to become one with her.
Yes.
You got
Symbiosis.
to turn around to her as soon as you take off. Just go, look, I'm in complete control right now.
Yes.
I'm
Lady.
in complete control.
I am about to break, though. I broke on the plane.
Did you?
That fucked me up.
Did you
And
go?
it was late. So, like, I was going to miss the connecting flight. So then I was going to miss the show.
I feel like it's almost every flight now is like it's a 50-50
Dude,
chance.
it is. The flights are just chaos
What's
right
their
now.
fucking problem?
I have no idea. I think they might have tried to do like a vaccine mandate on pilots and personnel,
True.
and they were like half this fucking thing left. I don't know though. Yeah,
There was a rumor of that, and I saw they came out and they're like, "That's not true at all. We're just all experiencing momentary difficulties because of the supply chain."
yeah.
So it's supply chain, dude.
Oh, this is why my second flight was delayed. This flight attendant just fainted
What?
and had to go to the hospital. So then they were like, we need to wait another hour till the next flight attendant gets here.
You would think
And
they
it was
could like
just
3D
dude,
print
just
those.
tough it out. Yeah.
They-
Be like,
we
look,
get-
there's got to be a slut on the flight that'll
Dude.
put the bet. You know how when there's like a medical emergency, they're like, "Shh, do we have any sluts on the flight that can take over and serve fat old guys drinks?
Yo, remember what was that movie with like the bad pilot who like the Miracle on the Hudson?
Well, that was Sully. He was good.
Yeah, but he wasn't doing like coke before the flight.
No, that's Flight.
flight. I'm thinking
We've
of
had
flight.
this discussion before because I thought Flight was real.
Flight's not real.
No, he flies the plane upside down. I was like, damn, that guy's the best
That
ever.
was the Miracle on the Hudson.
No, the Miracle on the Hudson was just Sully crash landing it into the water.
So with Denzel doing coke,
Denzel doing coke, yeah.
wasn't that based on the Hudson?
No, they just
That
both,
was just a fun movie.
they just both came out at the same time. That was like Armageddon and the other one.
Well, yeah, I forgot what that was called.
The
I
shitty
for
one.
sure was like thought the guy who landed the coke on Hudson was on coke.
Dude, Sully would never do coke.
So that's like the my point is that's like the morning of I thought that was like just one pilot. That's the morning of every stewardess.
Yeah.
Just
Down,
fucking
Just
calls her
waking
gay
up.
friend. The dude is a gay guy. He's like,
Oh,
what are you
yeah.
doing? He's fucking fires up. her
Girl,
fucking,
where are you? We're at gate BC. Fucking 38.
He's just having
hurry
chem
up.
sex at like 4 a.m. He's like,
Yeah.
oh, I gotta go.
I have to-
Spun out on meth.
Dude, we had an old. I mean, he was doing his best. I've never seen this type of stewardess. It was just an old, fat black dude.
What?
Yeah, it was like a fucking. It was crazy. It was Urkel's arch nemesis. Said he was so bad, dude.
What?
He served. So we got our food, and then he just never came back. I had to piss so bad, and I
Yeah.
had a tray and my food on. Like, bro, ding, collect my scraps.
You were trying to, dude.
I need to pee. Just being a fat bitch again.
Dude, I got busted being an absolute service brat. I mean, I was fucking around. I was at the gas station. They went inside to get their snacks and particulars, dude.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting at the pump and I'm waiting. It was probably like 2 minutes. And I'm like, where the fuck is this guy? And all of a sudden I was like, I didn't think he was around me.
Yeah.
I was like, where is this fool? Out loud. Fucking dude was right next to me.
This
He's like,
fucking idiot. Where is he?
dude, I went, where is this fool? And
He
all of a
is a
sudden the
fool.
guy was right there and he was like, can I help you? And I was like, hey man.
Yeah.
Hey,
I
was-
suck at it.
regular-
In New Jersey on the work. 'Cause I try to be like, thank you. And they're fucking just Arab dudes
yeah.
pumping gas. That shit stinks.
Yeah.
Whenever they don't say like you're welcome, I'm always like, thank you. Like, it's like 2 a.m. at a Wawa. In
This
New
was like
Jersey.
this was like a white guy, kind of my age. And I
Oh,
was
good.
like,
Hit him with
hey.
a fool, dude.
He didn't. He was kind of like, hey,
Maybe
hey, hey.
maybe you woke him up a little, dude.
True. He was
so-
fucking taking his sweet old time, dude. I waited a full 2 minutes, dude. And I was like, what the
Oh,
fuck?
I don't like that.
Nah, it was bullshit.
How dare he waste
That was
my 2
bullshit,
minutes?
dude. That was absolute
I have
bullshit.
to play MLB The Show for 6 hours. I have no time for this type of foolishness.
So you're on the plane. You're next to the lady.
Yeah, I toughed it out.
You could have taken what's yours. You didn't.
I could have shoved her.
You could have had.
But dude, when I haven't
could have
sat,
had a lot of fun.
you like,
you didn't.
there's no, it was me and another unit.
Mhm.
It was 2 units.
Between.
She had to sit in the middle of 2 units. We were already sitting down. She was the last one to sit.
Oh, she was
And
probably.
I was
so
looking at the
fucking
width
charged up.
between me and that dude. It was fucking insane.
Dude,
It was literally
that's a
it was
girl's
like
dream, dude.
2 units, just protecting
she's
you. If we got in
probably-
a plane crash, she would have survived. She would have been in a bubble.
It'd be like the Revenant when he goes inside of the horse and
Yeah,
survives.
She would have made it.
Dude, she probably the whole time was wanting nothing more for you guys just to like fully lean into her, just to feel it.
Snuggle into
It's
the
like
warmth.
double daddies, dude, at once. All your daddies wait on you, just two daddies lean against you, you're flying. She was probably like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, if you could get past, that would actually be nice to just snuggle for 3 hours.
That'd be a new genre.
Snuggling on
Just
flights.
a
with fat
lady
guys.
getting creamed by two big units, dude.
Ooh, that actually sounds pretty good.
Yeah, dude.
I mean, I've definitely watched that.
Just tossing around. Just,
Lady
like,
getting tossed around by 2 units.
just visible displays of strength. They wouldn't even have to pen. Just dudes like tossing a lady up, like, ugh.
Yeah.
Laying on her. She's like, oh,
No penetration.
but no pen at all.
Just squashing it.
Just you lay on, the dude lays on you, and just
Squash.
squash. Just-
Squash.
It- it's just middle-aged ladies too.
We're going to squish her.
You squish,
Squish porn.
just squishing her, dude.
I squish.
And it's dry humping too. The
I'll
guy-
squish a lady, dude. I'll squish the hell out of a lady.
Dry humping, dude. Dry humping only. There's a devil's through dry
You ever
hump.
knock the wind out of a lady when you squish her? When you
I
lay
never
down?
squish. Yeah, you gotta get.
Devil's threesome squish.
That'd be nice, dude.
That's what this lady got.
Or the guy's on the very bottom. He's like, "Oh, dude, you're so heavy." And you're like, "Yeah, wait till it's my turn."
Yeah, lay her across.
She's like,
Lincoln log
"Ugh."
it. Lincoln log it. Just smash her.
Oh,
That's a nice squish.
yeah. So she was dreaming about that the whole
How do you
time.
not crumb though? If we're playing like fun wrestling squish with girls,
Yeah.
you're gonna get hard.
Yeah.
Oh, I also had a boner for the entire flight. The
Of
one, not that
course,
one,
of
not
course.
that one, not that one. It was the connecting. It was on the flight back yesterday.
Really?
Yesterday, I've never, dude. I almost contacted my physician.
You're Randy?
I just had a boner the whole flight.
Like, are you talking full mast or like
Yes, rock hard. Dude.
what?
I was wearing these yoga, dude. I gotta stop wearing these yoga pants.
What yoga pants?
They're like Nike, like thin.
Oh, okay. I thought you
Track
just flew in
pants.
yoga. Dude, first of all, please start flying in yoga.
Oh no,
Full
yeah,
yoga
yeah,
pants.
not tight, dude.
I'm like, whoa,
But it was,
dude.
yeah,
that
you
would
just
be,
see my dong sticking like it rests like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Dude. It rests
have
around
a hard,
7.
full
It rests
boner.
around 7 or 8 p.m. Dude, at all times.
Fuck.
I don't know why PM, but you get it.
I
And
understand.
I got to go through when you go through the fucking scan.
You were rock
there's a
hard.
team.
dude. The
No,
whole-
no, no. I thought I would have tucked, but damn, that would have been nuts to see on
would've
the
saw
X-ray.
that.
They would have been like, holy shit,
Sir.
this guy's hard.
They would
You
have,
got it.
they would have, sir, they would have had to lift your thing, like, you
Yeah, that's good.
pull your little
We
band
we
out.
detected something metallic. It's just a rock hard penis, sir.
Damn, that'd be tough.
That thing would have showed up.
Oh,
It
yeah.
would've- yeah.
They would have did over scan.
It would have pulled me aside.
So you were hard. So you weren't hard.
I wasn't hard during security, but I still have a dong that sticks out a little. So when I wear those types of pants and I'm
Yeah.
doing that for the thing, my dong gut does come out.
That kind of rules.
It doesn't. My dong is not a straight down guy.
That's the point. So you're going.
It's sticking the nubs out.
I've been watching a lot of Muppet Babies, dude. Gonzo's nose is just a big fat dick.
Yes.
It's been driving me nuts, dude.
Yeah, he's got a gonzo.
It's crazy. Was that term before Muppet Babies, or was Henson a freak like that?
I doubt it.
Because the whole time I'm watching it, it's just like
My one buddy had a gonzo. We called him Gonzo.
it's pissing me off when I watch it. I sit
Yeah.
there, I'm like, all right, dude.
Take it
That's
easy
so
with the
weird.
schlong.
Dude, it's a schlong in your face the entire time. It's nonstop. It pisses me off. Sorry.
Squidward too.
Squidward.
No, you're right to be upset. You're
It's
sitting
kind
there
of
with your daughter, like
It's-
bouncing her, like,
yeah, it's
hey, isn't this
Muppet-
fun? And it's like,
dude, and he's like, he's moving. He always goes honk and honks it. It's like, bro,
whoa,
enough.
whoa.
Dude, I'm telling you, it's a foul play. There's foul play.
That is foul
Gonzo's
play.
honking his dong is, dude, it's fucked
And
up.
you got to think about the
Twisted
guys
imagery.
doing it. The guys that are
That's what I'm saying.
puppeteers on television. I
That's
mean,
what I'm
that's
saying.
about as freaky as you get.
Mm-hmm.
Where do they film that? L.A. They fill that out. That's Hollywood, dude.
Yeah, it is Hollywood. It's pissing me off, dude. Like, you shrink it down. It's a Muppet Baby. They have a full adult-sized Gonzo on him, and it's like, bro.
They should give him one of the pointy penises.
Yeah, yeah,
It kind
give
of sits,
yeah.
kind of sits at a nice angle.
It just sits right on his mouth. Fucking-
Yeah.
So you're hard the whole entire flight.
Hard
This
the
is-
whole
this
flight.
is coming back
I couldn't
here.
believe it.
You're homeward bound.
Yeah,
That's just your compass, dude.
true. I knew it was coming.
Yeah, it was north. It was
'Cause I
northbound.
finally get some poo.
True. Yeah.
I started thinking about it.
True.
It was time to fucking.
Dude, I've been Sean, that could be a real person, dude. And you're assaulting their image.
Pardon me.
I'm not doing it, dude. I'm pulling back. I watch
You
this.
don't have to pull back.
Yeah, I'm
You
too
know, I
mean
don't
to
care.
the guard dog, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Dude, you're a superstar.
I don't want to brag. I've been launching them lately.
Launching ropes.
Ropes, like
Yeah.
back to launching ropes.
That's nice.
It's crazy.
Yeah, have you been retaining, not whacking
Yes,
off?
that's the
just launching.
I haven't watched porn, so I've been in an apartment. So I haven't watched and I didn't realize this. I was like, I have not watched porn in this apartment once, and I watched porn maybe once the last like month and a half.
Yeah.
So it's just like week-long save up, just spank banks, just mental imagery, launch,
Come here, little lady.
launch.
Come here,
Come
little
here,
lady.
little girl.
Yeah, I get it.
Do they make-
I've been living with a lady, so
Launching.
you don't whack off the porn.
Yeah, and you launch, dude.
It's a small apartment. You're not gonna whack off.
And if you do, it's like, do I really need to go through all this? Do I want to
Yeah.
hide and jerk off?
Yeah,
I'm too old for
and
that.
you need to save your seat for your lady.
Exactly.
She's gonna want to have sex later, and you
Yeah.
can't say sorry, babe.
But when you save up a 7-day for them and you launch, it pleases them so greatly.
Mm.
They go, you must really like me. They have like a perfect barometer of how you feel about them. When you're launching, dude, they're full science. Did you ever see the
Do
thing?
they ever? How come you can't get hard?
Hey,
Don't say that. Now I'm not getting hard ever again, unless I'm on a flight. Then I'm the hardest I've ever been in my life.
You should have seen me on the way back.
Couldn't believe I
babe.
got an NRB, dude. I hit a no
You
reason
should've
boner.
pick.
Absolutely no reason.
You should have picked that up. You should have set up a Shane Biden laptop, dude. Full just to show people what's
I'll
up.
be
on the
honest. When
flight.
that guy left the food tray and the tray was across, I was squeezed. I was saying, "Whoa, what's going on down here?" I wasn't masturbating. Please, how dare you?
For
How
sure.
dare you accuse me of this?
What were you doing?
I was,
Oh, you were
I was
fucking-
giving the honk. Dude.
You were
Honk.
you were assessing how
Yeah,
much you liked the
I was
flight.
like, "Whoa, this is a good flight."
I like this flight.
Turbulence. I was like,
Flying hard is the only way to fly. You
True.
got to start. First of all, you got to start showing off. If you're hard as hell, don't let someone.
"Go through security." Fully
Girls
erect.
girls dress like sluts all the time, dude. We got to hide our boners on the plane.
Yeah, I have to tuck my
Bullshit.
boner to get through.
Why do we have to repress our sexuality, dude? We're basically like Muslim women wrapped up in a garb.
True.
Women are all like,
Look at
"Ooh."
you. I can't see anything about you.
Nothing, dude.
You're covered up. We have
These
to cover
jeans are
ourselves
thick
up.
as hell by design, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, imagine if we were in like really, if I was in tight biker shorts, just showing my micro bulge right now. Society won't allow me to do that.
No.
People are
Hoss,
laughing.
Hoss did.
Hoss did. Hoss
let it
showed
fly,
out.
dude.
Hoss showed
Let
out.
his Tina's flag fly. Oh man.
Yeah,
So,
Hoss
what's
showed
going- so this is what happened, Matt.
Yeah,
I get down to Florida,
Yeah.
do a show, meet up with some people. They say, "Hey, do you want to? We have some pretty high connections. Would you like to visit Mar-a-Lago tomorrow?" I said, "Yes." Next morning, I wake up, get the text. They're like, "All right, we're on our way to pick you up." I was like, "Can't believe you guys are actually doing this."
What?
But here we are. Get into Mar-a-Lago. It's scary in there.
Yeah.
You walk in, there's like a nice spa. There's just old billionaires sitting around. Like the members there are rich.
It's a resort, right?
It's a club
Gotcha.
that I believe the fee is something around like $200,000 a year
Okay.
to be a part of.
All right.
Yeah. And there's nothing. There's like 2 pools
Yeah, but dude.
and a dining and a spa.
But you get to chill with Trump, dude.
But Trump Dog is walking around. It is
mean,
priceless.
If you're geezed up and you got 200,000 to burn a year, there's nothing better you can do than be like, oh, ew, what's up?
Also, the gift shop where I purchased this, not a big deal. Mar-a-Lago, Mar-a-Lago polo, I paid $120 for, not a big deal.
Really?
Yeah, I got in. Well,
You had to.
I showed up wearing jeans and a t-shirt because that's all I had.
True.
And they were like, and my hair is fucking ridiculous. My hair is absurd right now. I haven't had a haircut in fucking forever, and I'm balding, so it's just.
That looks good. What are you talking about?
That looks good.
What are you talking about?
It's just insane. So my hair's straight
Did
up.
you slick it back from Mar-a-Lago?
I couldn't. I wish I could slick it back, dude.
Just put it in the water, fucking slick it up.
I couldn't.
Why?
Matt, I couldn't.
You're
I
going to
told you
Mar-
I couldn't. So what do you think,
You
dude?
go to Mar-
What do you mean? There was no time.
you go to Mar-a-Lago, dude.
I could have dipped it in the fountain. Fucking
You should have went
taking one of those pictures coming out of the fountain.
like Aquaman.
yeah.
Fucking. Ugh.
As soon as I walk in, Secret Service is on me, dude.
Were they really?
I was something. I was wearing a fucking Kyle Larson t-shirt and jeans. fucking white Air Force
He
Ones.
probably walked through and like he's good.
They've never seen anything like this there.
True, yeah.
They're like, this is something. Although Kodak Black hangs out there,
Does he?
and that's about the coolest thing of all time.
Didn't he free Kodak Black or something? Or
Yeah, he pardoned
pardoned
him. Yeah,
so Kodak Black
Kodak
chills?
Black. Yeah, Kodak Black's from there. He's from around Palm
Mar-a-Lago.
Beach. Yeah, so he chills with Trump Dad.
I
He
mean,
calls him his unc, dude. That's
does
my
he call
unc.
Trump his unc?
He did Caleb Presley's interview show on Barstool. It's one of the funniest things.
Oh, yeah, I saw clips
It's
of that.
insane.
Yeah,
He's insane. But he's like
I'm
Trump
white.
wrote this. Could you read this? And he's like, "What's up, blood? What's up, cuz? Is your unc Trump?" He's like, they're like, "Do you like Donald Trump?" He's like, "That's my Gemini twin. He is super gremlin." It's so funny, dude.
Yeah,
he
he
calls him a
rules.
super gremlin. And
Yeah.
then he
super gremlin.
It's also, he does have a good song on there. It starts off like, "What's up, Kodak Black?" He's like, "My name Kodak Black, but when you see me, I'm white."
I saw that. Yeah,
It's so good, dude.
yeah, I saw that was the part I saw.
That part's tight.
That
All
rules.
right, so I get in there. I have to go to the gift shop. The gift shop is just MAGA hats and
really?
polos, which rules.
Yeah.
The MAGA hats are like flat brims. Some of them just say they're like flat. They look like you'd buy them at a kiosk for Hispanic people at the mall.
How much are they?
Like it's a flat brim that says MAGA across it, huge letters. Dude, these geezers walking around there that are members wear them.
of course.
Every dude in there is in like a blazer with like tucked in the nicest clothes you've ever seen in your life with just a giant flat brim MAGA hat. It's so weird, dude.
What?
Yeah, it was crazy.
I mean, that is a safe space for like 65-year-old white dudes.
Yeah.
You got to cough up 200,000
It's
a
the
year.
safest place on earth.
And you
It's
can
literally
just-
surrounded by dudes with machine guns. And you walk in and it's just like, yeah, it's just the nicest place you've ever seen.
Jesus Christ.
There's a gold fucking U.S. Constitution. It was incredible.
When did this place come about?
Here's what I think. I think it was the Post family, the Post cereal.
Yeah.
I think they built it
Okay.
or purchased it or whatever. They built it. It's just a giant mansion at first. And then they gave it, I think, to Truman.
Gotcha.
This is the rundown I got.
Yeah.
And then Truman used it as like, it's like supposed to be like the Southern type White House where they go down and chill there.
Okay.
Kind of like a Camp David type thing.
Mm.
And then they gave it back. They like donated it to the government or something. I don't know. The
Gotcha.
state. And then I think Trump was able to lowball them. Yeah.
And buy
And then
it
he
off them?
bought it.
So he owns the second White House.
Yes. And he just chills down there.
Fuck, dude.
But it is bad to say the Southern White House because they had one of those.
Second. I said second.
Yeah,
White
they had
House.
one. Oh, second.
What did they have? What was the second White House? What was
Richmond.
it? Richmond was the.
which is still the Capitol building.
Is it really?
Yeah.
That was the White.
It was the Confederacy.
That was the White House.
Yeah,
dude.
that was where that was the White
That was
House.
the White.
That was the White House. Dude, go down by that. Yo, you go to Richmond, you go to the White House. It's just surrounded by Stonewall Jackson statues and all
Really?
that shit. Yeah, dude.
Shit.
Robert E. Lee Memorial or Monument there.
Damn.
Yeah, they get wild.
You gonna try and knock it down? What do you think would happen to you if you tried to knock that down?
I think that a lot of people try to knock it down. Somebody
Really?
fell off it trying to knock it down, I think.
Yikes.
It's so tall.
Fuck.
Yeah. They graffitied all over it, but you couldn't get he was too high up, dude.
Safe.
The super gremlins were reaching, dude, and they just couldn't get to Robert E. Lee. He was too powerful.
Wait, so what happened once you're in there? Once you got the appropriate garb?
So then the people are were a little, it's the whole thing's political. Everybody in there's like looking at each
Sure.
other, like how are they behaving, all that shit. So I think the people I were with were like, please chill, because I
Really?
was in there like, let me get a picture with the fountain, like being a
Having a good time.
being a goof. I kept it, you know me. I was in complete control though.
You were in the second White House.
I was
bro.
in complete control.
True.
I was so pumped to get this polo, dude. This is so sick.
That is nasty.
Then I wore it on stage and started talking about Trump, and I was a little bit like, I think I'm just becoming one of those dudes, like for real.
You were like, I need 200 grand stat,
Yeah,
dude.
I need it.
A year too.
So then we're down there, and they're like, the people I was with kind of talked about him like he was like a zoo animal. They were like, early in the afternoon, he's usually doesn't come out. He's usually not around. And then as soon as we walk up to the patio, he's standing there.
What?
Every table's empty. He's talking to one table of people. Trump dog, dude. It was crazy.
Does he live there?
Yeah. The whole like one wing of it is where he chills.
And then it's just like bros.
And then the other rich bros down there come chill to see if they can see him, dude. Catch a glimpse of the Loch Ness.
What?
He comes out. He comes
What?
out.
So that's why he was there. People kept getting mad at him because he was there a lot when he was the president.
Yeah. I would.
Yeah.
That was the nicest place I've ever been.
True. That
Yeah.
kind of rules, dude.
But yeah, saw him lurking, telling jokes. He was doing the hands. I
he-
walked out. He was like entertaining a table of dudes. Like, yeah, I could just see him telling jokes. I was like, God damn,
Dude, you will chat him up. It's only inevitable.
I don't know. I think they'll do a little bit of a deep dive and be like, "Nah, we're gonna keep your distance, dude."
You think so?
Yeah, I've said very inappropriate things.
Kodak
about
Black grabbed his mom's ass, dude, on a dance floor.
What?
He's a super gremlin, dude.
Yeah, but Kodak Black's a little different than me.
True. I mean,
He's not gonna get any voters out of me.
true. That's true.
Yeah.
Unless you come out with a song like, "My name's Shane Gillis, but I'm black."
My name's Shane Gillis. When you see me, I'm black. I could be. Kodak Black might be my Gemini twin.
He
dude.
fucking might be.
He might. What's up, Unc? It's your Gemini twin.
Dude. Yeah, he like grabbed his mom's ass on the dance floor, like
What do you
real
mean?
hard. There's a video of it, dude.
Kodak Black's grabbing his mom's
Yeah,
ass.
allegedly, according to the video, he was dancing with her, and he's like this, and he grinds on her and like squeezes her ass,
Oh no,
like grabs a handful. Dude.
that's a super gremlin though.
He's yo, he
It
is,
is what a super gremlin does.
true. He's a super fucking gremlin. Did you see? Did you see the baby super gremlin out?
No, what'd he do?
You didn't see him go in for the kiss?
Oh, and he got swerved. Is that how you say it? Curved.
Is it curved?
I'm trying to
swerved? I
catch
don't
up
know.
on the lingo.
I think you could use both.
Swerve.
I think they're synonyms.
Once you, I'll be
Synonyms.
honest, they are synonyms.
Synonyms.
once you put on the Mar-a-Lago polo, dude, you lose all lingo.
You also
You
don't.
go, what's that word?
You,
Whatever.
You also never get curved though,
No one would care. Yeah, you can just walk up and grab pussy.
dude. When true, dude. When he goes in, the funniest part of him going in for it is going.
Oh, he stuck his tongue out.
He starts licking it. He goes,
Damn,
dude,
I
it's-
love the baby so much.
"Oh, bro, I would have kissed. I
was
would
coming
have
out
dove on
this
that."
whole weekend. I came out to the baby.
Did you
My
really?
intro song, "Roof" by the baby.
If
Not a
I
big
was
deal.
there
Not a big
and I
deal.
saw him getting curved or swerved, I would have jumped on the bullet for him. Like he was trying to kiss me.
You know what he would do to you?
What do you think?
He would fucking shoot you, dude. He would literally kill you for that.
I'm gonna lay in wait and get him.
Especially if you found out you had AIDS, dude. He hates
True.
guys. He
True.
hates those dirty motherfuckers.
I thought
His
about
words,
that.
not mine.
Thought about that the other day. How bad that would have sucked to have gotten AIDS during COVID. Just like, yeah, I came up like, oh, you got like, I got AIDS.
Oh,
How the fuck
God.
you get AIDS? Be like,
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't been to the doctor in forever. Turns out I've had AIDS
I had
for
AIDS
25 years.
I got
dude.
went for a COVID test. They told me I had AIDS, dude.
Dang it.
That would stink. It's coming. I heard it's making a big comeback, so we'll see.
HIV or COVID?
COVID.
Yo, do you see
HIV's
China?
done. What happened,
China locked down all of Shanghai.
dude?
For like 2 weeks.
There was protest.
26 million people.
Did you see the videos of the dudes like rioting and stuff and looting?
No.
There was I don't know if I don't know if it's fake news, but I saw a video on Twitter of like dudes in Shanghai like rioting.
They're getting nuts.
When those dudes riot, they go hard.
Yeah, they're ready
Harder
to
than
die.
paint,
they're
dude.
doing it. They're ready to die.
Yeah,
If those dudes are looting or acting out, they're
true,
saying this is it.
going hard in the paint.
There's people apparently like jumping out of their fucking apartment building. They go out and scream all the time. But when they scream, they have fucking drones that fly around the buildings to be like, got you. Shut up.
Imagine,
Don't protest.
imagine for a second if this whole thing was just a CIA level thing to destabilize China. Would you say worth it or no? If this was the price we had to pay
I
to completely destabilize
look,
China,
I had a nice COVID. Sometimes I miss COVID.
Yeah.
Sometimes I miss going to my parents' house and playing
true,
NCAA in the basement,
true,
hitting the Peloton 3 times a week and being like, wow, I'm improving.
true.
Doing 3 20-minute Peloton sessions a week
It's a lot though, dude.
and then playing Xbox for 9 hours and being like, this lockdown.
And home cooked meals.
And mommy cooking up. Dude, you know how nice it is? Do you know how nice it is to be downstairs playing NCAA 14 and
smell-
have your mom open the basement door and go, Shane,
Oh,
dinner. And you go, Mom, it's the fourth quarter. I got to finish the game. I'll be up in 10. She's like, it's going to be cold. I
pause
said, fucking microwave it.
it. Yeah, smelling dinner your mom's cooking.
Keep it
is
in the
nice,
oven.
Yeah, man. That's,
Have your mom scream down, say it's dinner time.
Yeah, it's kind of nice.
Oh, yeah.
Sure,
you
you're
get
living
that.
the dream.
You
You're
still
living the
get
dream
that.
too.
I'll be editing a podcast. She'll say, Sean, time to eat.
Time to eat hot dogs, your
Yeah,
favorite.
we have chicken again. Mommy
Chicken.
likes making chicken.
Chicken's
Oh.
the best.
I like eating it, so.
My dad won't. My dad doesn't eat chicken.
Really?
What?
Doesn't touch the stuff.
What a strange bugaboo.
Won't eat chicken. Won't eat fish. Only eats steak.
It's
Carnivals.
actually pretty sick.
Pretty sick.
I
He'll
support that.
chickens to him. Chicken's kind of sus, dude. He's like,
It is a little.
Fuck,
It's a little
fuck
gay,
that
dude.
shit's for girls.
Foul.
Chicken and fish. He's like kind of sus. He only eats steak.
Yeah, that's
Only like steak.
How old is he? That's gonna
burgers.
backfire shortly.
He's killing it.
That's a lot of red meat, dude.
Remember the lady who's munching the Haagen-Dazs with her
Oh
mouth
my
in her
god,
car?
dude!
Wait, what's this?
Dude,
On the way up.
Yeah, there was a lady
Sean
next
Spider.
to us in traffic, and she was like, looked like she was on the brink of sobbing, and she had a Haagen-Dazs.
She's about to break.
And
She
she was
was.
about to break, and she had a Haagen-Dazs, and she was like scraping the top of it with her teeth and
pint,
holding it
bro.
like it was a drink,
She
like a
was
pint.
raking a pint with her teeth.
How did she look as a person?
She looked pretty chill,
She
dude.
looked like she had her stuff together.
She could have
looked like
taken
she was
your
in
blood
complete
pressure.
control.
You wouldn't have blinked.
True.
She will,
Obviously.
or was she, dude? Raking a
could be.
Haagen-Dazs
With the
she's
front
just
teeth
holding
Out of
it.
the street.
No, in her car.
In her car
She's
at
at
the
a
red light,
dude.
like it's a coffee. She was holding it like
Yeah.
God.
She had a
and, like,
hand on the DAS,
biting,
dude,
biting the
and it's
DAS.
going, just raking the DAS.
Was she thick tied?
No, she's a bit thick.
She was about thick time.
She's a little thick.
You have to be
Tom.
thick.
She's a
Tom.
pug.
She's a
Tom.
she's a
Fat-ass
curvy
white
type.
girl.
She's
Oh, I
a
like
curvy
that.
type.
Paul.
She was a thick-
P-A-W-G.
Did you think she was a thick type?
She could definitely be the curvy type,
Curvy Todd.
but you can't see because it was just the car.
Was she the type? Was she the kind that you like?
Yeah, P-A-W-G, pog, fat ass white girl.
I like that.
Yeah, she was a pog, and she was super pog. She was a super pog.
She was super pog.
She was a super
She was.
pog.
She was
Yeah.
getting bigger by the minute.
True.
She's probably her boyfriend's probably at home. Is probably like Johnny Sacks. Like, stop eating treats. And she just has to go sneak a Haagen-Dazs.
She looked. I was saying she looked like a lady. She looked like she was about to make a phone call that was going to ruin someone's day. She was ruminating, dude. She was vampiring the DAS, dude. Just fucking
It was great.
about to
Dude.
just call one of her, maybe her ex-boyfriend, just lay a emotional burden on.
It's
somebody.
actually, yeah, it's actually not that bad of an idea to be like, or before or after, to just crush ice cream with your mouth.
Oh yeah.
To just be like, things aren't so bad.
I wanted her to see us like gawking at her, just so she'd be like, "Oh fuck," and snap
Yeah,
out.
say
But I was
sorry.
Like, I don't want to shame this lady.
She didn't have a care in the world from what I saw.
Did you guys lock eyes?
No, she was just like kind of grinning, kind of just like going on with her day and eating a Haagen-Dazs with her mouth. Like it wasn't weird at all.
That's a super gremlin, dude. You saw a
True.
super
Yeah,
gremlin.
saw
true.
one.
She's a female.
You saw one
supervillain.
in the wild.
She would not have curved a baby, dude.
No.
No,
I
she
can't believe
was
a girl
just
curved it.
pussy.
He like was grabbing her face, going.
Whoa.
It was it was pretty weird. Although, I mean,
I'm such a big fan of his work.
he was trying to get pussy. He was trying to get
He
pussy.
came out with a bunch of songs about like getting canceled and coming back, and all the time. I was like, yeah, that's like me.
He rules.
Then I got on a plane and I got hard.
He rules. Also, to be fair, he went in for the kiss. He's romantic as hell. He saw a girl, he loved her,
What can you do?
and he became overwhelmed with the spirit of Eros, dude. He
Yes.
fucking, dude, his seduction is so tight. Just him going, and then grabbing your face.
Yeah, what the fuck was he thinking? He probably had a couple cocktails in him.
Oh, he's probably fucked up.
Yeah, but anytime there's a guardrail like that and people on the other side, you're allowed to kiss them. You
I
have
mean,
full carte
I would
blanche.
say he thought he had
Right?
carp. Although it might have been a plant, dude. It might have been a Democrat. It might have been a super PAC, dude. It could have been a super
Yeah.
PAC.
It was probably Midas touch.
I think it was Midas Touch.
The streets
They
are
sent
also
Shody.
saying
They
he's
said
sus.
Midas Touch probably sent Shody back there, dude.
Who's
It was like,
sus?
Streets are saying the baby sus.
About
What?
I've heard from a few street sources that
He's sus.
He on
First
the
of all,
DL.
all rappers are gay. Let's all put it out
Oh,
there.
you think he's?
they say he's sus on the DL. That's why he's projecting with the AIDS stuff. And at the time, they were like, he's actually gay.
Every rapper, yeah.
Every rapper's
Yeah.
gay. If you
Gets
ask
hit with
any
that.
black dude about a famous rapper, like, oh yeah, dude's gay. You didn't know that?
Yeah.
The bathtub.
True.
They
I
own
wonder
the
if the
tub.
baby has a bathtub pick.
good.
I'm on it.
You got to get on that.
It's a good question. But I could see. I don't know, man. I don't want to call him out his name, but
I think he seems pretty legit. I think he
Call him out.
killed a guy in a Walmart.
he did.
Yeah,
It might
shot
have been
him
the
in.
guy might just. What if the story was the guy like wouldn't kiss him and he fucking shot him?
Dude, it's so funny to just have a shootout in a wall, like it's the fucking like he's Wyatt Earp.
It's crazy.
For real, just to have a duel in a Walmart
Yeah, that's nuts.
and then be like, yeah, that was totally legal.
True.
It was legal.
It was.
That guy tried to rob him.
It ran up on.
I was thinking about that. That must suck for that dude's family. See the baby every day
I know.
rapping.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I killed that motherfucker. It's like,
Also, what was the plan in the Walmart? What was he trying to rob?
yeah, why'd
him
you
for?
rob a person in a Walmart?
Well, also, if
Although
you're,
he probably had chains that
probably
were
had,
worth.
yeah, and he probably had 15 stacks on him.
Yeah,
Probably had the Gucci bag.
yeah.
I thought they had beef.
Oh, were
Prior
they?
beef.
Did they have beef?
Yeah, I think they had beef.
I'm gonna run up on you in the Walmart.
Joe, it was beef. It was beef.
He was with his
Yeah.
baby mama.
Who?
The baby
was
when he
just-
shot the guy.
He was just shopping, dude.
He was grocery shopping and he had to kill a guy because he ran up
He
on
had
him.
to kill a guy.
And he got away with it.
He's probably looking
Self-defense.
for something too. He's probably like, "Where's the craft? Where's the mac and cheese?" And then he just had to draw.
True. That's a quick draw. We try to roll him back. You're like holding up two things. You're like,
Yeah, I gotta kill a
my
guy.
enemy.
And it's always like,
Oh, I know.
it's
Yeah.
probably like 30 shots.
It's like me playing Resident Evil, dude. It's just fucking,
dude.
you gotta hold the gun to the screen. Yeah, the baby. I would love to know more details about that. I know he had major drama with Danny Lee. That was his baby mom.
Oh, really?
She was
Damn, you
thick.
guys are.
She was
bigger
the
fans
thick-
than I am.
She was
I-
the thick.
she was a
time.
thick time.
She was the thick time.
She was the type that, yeah.
That was a lady from the Dominican Republic.
That's not a real pic, dude. They put him in there.
Photoshop.
Who?
They photoshopped the baby into a bathtub. They're accusing him.
Oh, he's in a bathtub. Let me see. Oh,
look at
bro,
me.
it's over. He's sus, dude. He's
No, that's
sus.
not real, dude. That's not a real
Let me
pic.
see that.
That's his album cover.
Let me
They
see
put
that.
him
Is he
in a
he's in a
bathtub.
That's
bathtub?
fake.
Matt,
Someone's
it's not real,
photoshopped.
dude. The baby wouldn't be taking.
That's a doctored
nobody would
image.
take a picture of him.
That's a deep fake.
True. Thank God, bro. Thank God.
I think it was actually what I heard was like Lil Nas X. I think he was trolling him.
That's good.
That's hilarious.
That's fun that guy's out there kicking it.
Little Nas X put him in the bathtub?
Yeah, I think,
Bro, if he sees him in Walmart, he might have to cap him.
Oh my god!
I think that's the rules of Walmart. If you have beef with someone, you can shoot them.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's international waters.
Do they have beef? It's like, oh, they had beef.
Oh, they have beef. Let them go.
That should be like property rights. Same thing, dude. It should be
It's
on your
dual.
property or if you have beef.
If you're in Walmart first and your enemy enters, that is
It's
trespassing.
your property.
That is trespassing.
True. Especially if you're not even thinking about him like that. Especially if you're not
Yeah.
even thinking about him like that.
Not even thinking about him at all like that. And
Yeah.
then you're out trying to get some crafts,
Yeah.
and a guy runs up on you, dude.
What else could you do?
Yeah, what's he supposed to do? Die?
True. Although, imagine getting shot to death in Walmart, being like being aggressed in Walmart.
Being
Shot it, save me. Shot it, babe. Shot it.
just on that tile, everyone, no one
Shot
would
it.
run. They'd all just look at you. If you're in a Walmart, you're like, I mean, that's like when you see like the wildebeest get attacked. You know what I mean? A lion brings one down. They all just stand 20 yards away. One of us is gonna get killed in this Walmart today.
Sure, yeah, in order to cross it, yeah. When they're crossing the wildebeest, they all get fucking snatched up. One of them gets,
Yeah.
they're like,
One of
look,
them gets snagged, and they're like, "We knew this was coming."
we got to do this.
Yeah.
And, like, that's the perfect time to go, too. The line,
Oh, yeah, once-
line
yeah.
shortens, self-checkout opens. It's like, perfect. Perfect.
True.
I thank God I stopped doing that. I used to fucking steal so much shit from Walmart.
I tried to do it, and I got caught immediately.
When?
Like fucking 2 weeks ago.
How'd you get caught with?
The fucking machine caught me.
What?
The machines are getting better. Dude.
I knew they'd get better.
The machines got better. They were like I don't know what the fuck happened. I put it in the bag.
Oh,
It caught the weight.
They have the weight. They didn't have
Yeah.
to wait for a while, dude.
Yeah, it caught the weight immediately.
Oh, that's like the
And
supermarket.
then it notified the fucking
Whoa.
attendant. And I was like,
What?
I must have missed it. I mean, it's easy to get out of, and they were kind of like, yeah, sure, whatever.
They don't give a fuck. Yeah.
Yeah.
My
Like, dude, you're
darkest
obviously
hour.
trying to steal like one deodorant.
The bag, they got me on the way out, and they were like, actually checked my receipt the one time, and they were like, dude, where's all your stuff? And I was like, where did all this stuff come from? And I was
whoa,
like,
I guess it is missing.
it
on there.
didn't. Let's go back and check it out. We had to go item by item. They're like, you didn't get this, you didn't get this, you didn't get this. And I was like, what?
Yeah. It must be so funny to see a guy just totally lying like that. Just like, what? It's not on there? It's not showing?
And I scanned. I was like, did that go through? That okay? Good. Okay.
No,
make
this
sure.
time it worked good. Oh, good. I wanted to pay for that. I want to. You guys earned this.
Bro, I was going so hard.
I thought of you. I was going through the self checkout, and I was like, like maybe I'll try one.
You got busted.
Immediately,
You got
it was
busted.
like notify attendant. I was like, oh shit,
Dude,
I'm going to jail, dude.
I was getting like printout labels and just I
Yeah.
would get like 10 of them and I'd hold them in a stack and beep one, throw it in the bag. I was going so hard. So hard, dude.
It's good.
Full on duvet covers.
You are an
like
outlaw.
$200.
You are an outlaw.
I had to
You've
stop
been
that.
born an outlaw. You've been an outlaw, dog.
Yeah, well, times are over now. Now I might as well be the sheriff, man.
Well, now here's the thing.
I'm on a straight
No, here's
and narrow.
the thing. Now you've got a nice ranch outside of town. You were an
True.
outlaw. You
True.
got a ranch and a family.
True.
Somebody's going to come try to get you and draw you back into that lifestyle.
Someone might try.
And then then it's on.
Be pretty easy. You get me back in
Yeah,
there.
yeah. Hey, you want to sell this?
You want to make $1,000?
Yeah.
I'd be like, yes.
Yes, for sure.
I'd have so much fun with that. I could
Yes.
finally buy one of those good Bluetooth speakers I've been looking at.
Yeah. What do you
I won't
think?
pull the trigger on them. I don't
I
know
do that
why.
a lot. I do that a lot.
I don't know why,
Yeah,
dude.
it's like I have money and I don't buy anything.
Bro,
Bought a nice Mar-a-Lago polo.
that's nice as hell.
This is a big purchase.
Did you have shopper's remorse at all?
No, I was pumped.
True.
I was in the
True.
den, dude.
That's
I was
true.
with the boys.
You saw him in the wild.
I saw him just walking around having fun, chatting. Then by the way, he DJs the whole time.
What?
The playlist is his.
What's his playlist?
I heard, what is it? Not YMCA. What was the other one? Coming. Fuck.
I don't remember.
Got to hear it. Then it was like proud to be an American.
Yes.
Then it went to like a Hotel California.
What?
It's wild. And they were telling me that he's like, he sits there, everybody's there, he has a pad, and he'll skip songs. Like it'll be like 30 seconds
Doesn't
into a
wanna hear
song,
it?
and it'll be like,
Is that
and
what he was
everyone has to be
tweeting from
like,
the whole time?
nice. Yeah.
That's you just sitting there just cranking tunes and being like,
Yeah, fuck this.
Senator John Ronson from fucking
Yeah, he's a bitch.
Nebraska sucks. Ruin his
Tweet.
career.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, if he might be back, if he comes back on Twitter, that's going to be crazy.
If Musk could salvage him, dude.
It's coming. I think it's
We need
it's
him
coming.
back on Twitter.
It's
Just
coming, dude.
let the boy tweet.
Look, man, the
Yeah, I
pendulum.
think he said he's not going to run. I mean, who knows? The guy's fired up, but I think it's DeSantis.
True.
Warmode said that he said somebody even more powerful than him was headed.
Is DeSantis
to
that
run.
powerful? I know
saw-
he's a hot.
Did you watch UFC?
They spazzed.
Even the announcer, he was like, "And my governor is here," and they pulled the camera to because UFC was in Florida.
Yeah, yeah.
DeSantis was in the front
was a
row.
rule.
Camera goes on the whole arena.
Sounds like a standing up.
Really?
Bro.
Crazy. Like a fight was occurring. That's how
Yes,
loud they
it
got.
was-
It's coming, dude.
DeSantis is going to win.
Yeah, it's coming.
If he runs, he's
They
going to
love
win.
him.
Here's my prediction. They're gonna go. We're gonna get another. They're gonna
What
try to
if
do
he
another
hits-
lockdown.
What if he hits DT with the VP, dude? Oof, not on, dude. That'd be a bad VP, though. He would fucking trash
Now,
him.
if they're smart, they won't. If they're smart to let him in, so he can just endorse from the sidelines.
Yeah.
They get him back on Twitter. He gets the endorsements going. He's chilling, and then those guys can run and be like, "I'm not a Trumpian."
Yeah.
And they can do their whole thing, and they have to have smarter dudes calling shots like that. Because here's what the Dems are gonna do. 2022, we're gonna get another wave of COVID, maybe a lockdown. They're gonna let the boys go. They're gonna let the boys playing. All right, guys,
Fuck, I hope you're not right about that.
get it in while you can. 2023, they're gonna turn it around like we're the heroes. We saved it. Everything worked. Science rules. Blah blah blah. And then they'll try to nice it up by 2024. But the red wave, I think it's gonna go Republican hard.
Yeah.
It's gonna go hard, dude. They do the polls and shit for like I talked about it last week for that school, and it's like nobody fucking wants the shit.
Yeah, dude.
Nobody wants it at all. I would talk to. We went to like a like you bring your kids in on Saturday and I meet the parents and shit. First of all, it's the most awkward thing in the world.
Yeah.
Standing there with a bunch of people who haven't been outside in 2 years with masks on, like chilling around like donuts and shit. So we're like all just standing there. And then like you go outside, you can take it off. Everyone immediately, as soon as we go outside, rips it off. And I'm talking to this one dude. He's like, "Bro, I haven't had we didn't have to have a birthday party." And they're like, "Did you do anything the whole time?" And I was like, "Bro, I was flying the whole time."
Yeah.
I was like, I was all over
I
the
did
place.
not give a fuck.
Dude, he goes, "Yeah, I took advantage of a couple deals as well." It's so
Dude, it
people
was
have
the
to feel
best.
each other. It's so dude. I went to California. It was I think $90 round trip. It was crazy. It was so sick.
When I drove across country, gas was less than $1.
What
It was like $1.
was it really?
Yeah. It was insane.
Yeah, bro. I mean, it's coming. It's coming. The
yeah.
pendulum is like this. It's gonna
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. Not that a Jacksonville UFC is the best non-biased audience to poll.
course not.
But good God, they were pumped on him.
True, of course not. But
Yeah.
I'm in the heart of like a liberal enclave, and when you get 84% of those parents being like, "Take them off," it's
Dude.
like, "Yo, boy."
Absolutely. Louis won the Grammy, bro.
True.
Anonymous voting. Every one of those liberal scum that votes for the Grammys was like,
Yeah, that kind of ruled.
that was actually really
That
funny.
was pretty funny.
He
Yeah, man.
deserves it.
It's coming. It's coming. You know, I'm telling everyone it's real. And what's going to happen is they're going to get into power and then just do something god awful and ruin it.
Who, the
Everyone's gonna be like,
Republicans?
yeah.
Yeah.
They're gonna do something terrible. And everyone's gonna be like, you know what we need, and we're just gonna go back and forth.
Yeah, of course. That's it.
Yeah. 8 years from now, we'll have some other dude like playing the sax and be like, we need a Democrat.
Yeah, we need someone cool.
Yeah. DeSantis.
We need
will,
someone cool, like a 50-year-old white governor from
Yeah.
Arkansas.
Yeah.
Someone cool and hip like that. God damn.
Yeah, we'll get DeSantis in power and he'll repeal everything. Like, yeah, then he'll like invade Africa and we'll be like, fuck.
Shit, Rob.
No, we got it. Come on.
Yeah, we'll get tricked.
Yeah, for sure.
We keep getting tricked.
It's coming.
Whatever. What else is going on, bruh?
Not much, man. I'm just trying to get fully in control. I'm cleaning up the diet. These guys made fun of me because I have a lunchbox.
I didn't make fun of you.
You guys made fun of me.
You
for having
two
lunch.
sycophants. Stand up for yourselves. He had a lunchbox.
They
You
made
thought
fun.
it was funny. You
Yeah, they
thought
made
it was
fun.
a little queer.
You guys had stuff to say about
I said
it.
you're a lunch pail kind of guy. Clock in, clock out.
There you go. That's a dig.
That is a dick.
That's
not
an
a dig,
absolute
that's a
dig. I'm a
compliment.
fucking entrepreneur, dude.
Dude, he has a podcast. He's not clocking in. You're being rude. You're being
You're
rude.
calling me a square.
No, I was complimenting your work ethic.
I mean, dude, obviously it speaks for itself.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Dude, there's like 3 podcasts a week.
I know,
Yeah,
I'm
dude, what are
sorry.
you talking about?
He's
By
basically
the-
a factory worker with
Yeah,
a lunch
dude.
pail.
Yeah, that's it.
I get fucking high as I can on Thursday.
Yeah. That's clocking in, though.
That's totally clocking in.
Holy shit, that's
being
clocking
in fully
in.
control, dude.
Yes. True. You do have to lose control to understand how hard you are in
Bro.
control, bro.
Dude,
That's what you do.
I'll say this. I don't want to get too much into detail, but Beezer is an absolute super gremlin.
Obviously,
he
he's
smokes
a super grandma.
so much. It scared me how much weed he smoked.
Yeah, and then how
It's
do you
insane. Silence. For the
Of
most
course.
part. Quiet bees, dude.
chill?
He's a super gremlin in super state, dude. He was just suspended in the quantum realm.
Yeah.
And I started bringing up, what the fuck was it? Reincarnation. I'm like, Beezer, what do you think about that? And he goes, here's my theory. Nah. And just goes back inside.
Wait, so you have Beezer in the tomb? Did he go gray? Did his face turn gray?
I didn't see it. We didn't see him.
Fuck.
I didn't get to see him. But I was like putting I'm like, here, I'm going to put some, yeah, whatever. I would just put like an inch of hash in there and he would just dong it to the head, go lay back down.
There's nothing to him.
Silence, dude.
There's nothing to
crazy.
him.
It's nothing. He was totally unaffected.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Beezer gets, yeah, he does shit that we'd all be like,
Yeah.
fucking really fucked up on.
Yeah, no, it was impressive, dude.
Yeah.
Bees came in and put on a clinic, dude.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
just-
if you hit the silence, he went on airplane mode.
you-
Bees is on airplane mode. He's a tough nut to crack on airplane mode. You'd be like, what do you think of that? What? Yeah, it's good. No, it's not. Whatever. It's like, fuck, dude. This guy's unstoppable.
He was so fucking funny.
I wonder what is going on in there, though. Because if he's on airplane mode and on the outside he's cool as a cucumber,
True.
in there it must just be like, yo, what the fuck? Dude, what are books? How does that work?
Dude, he is so fucking funny.
Yeah.
Bees is the best. Bees might be king.
Yeah. I mean,
Bees
dude,
is king.
yes.
Yeah, true. He is king.
Sometimes people don't get it.
No, Beezer is absolute king.
The Bees is the king.
He's so fucking
He'll
funny.
hit the phone, he's gone.
That's probably. I think I caught him. We heard him watching videos a couple times. He's just watching videos.
Dude, he's on the phone.
I know,
He's
dude.
busy.
He's trying to B&E into the metaverse right through his
Dude.
phone screen, dude.
We would go on the road. Me and O'Connor would sit up front and fight for like 6 hours, however long the drive was. He doesn't talk. He's locked in.
He's just Angry Birds.
He's Angry Birds. He's fucking busting bricks or whatever. He's doing all that shit. And then out of nowhere, you'd be like, Bees, what are you doing? He's like, what?
I don't know.
Dude, I'm chilling. Listen to you two fucking faggots fight up there.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
That's all I've been doing. I've been trying to get total. Dude, I had a 2-week just total pig sesh. I was telling them on the way up, I couldn't stop eating. Like I was completely.
Your wife's pregnant, dude.
I think that's what it was. I think I'm
Yeah.
getting hit with the fucking stuff.
You need to munch.
It was nuts.
She's releasing whatever pheromones those are that are like,
Yeah.
you need to munch.
It's been killing me, dude.
Yeah.
It's been a Herculean
It's her
effort.
fault.
It fully is.
It's her fault I can't stop eating
Bro.
treats.
It's unfair what happens to you when your wife's pregnant because you start breathing. It comes out of their breath. You breathe in all their estrogen. Like then she'll of course, I'm like, you want to buy yourself sweet treats? Go ahead. Don't buy me any. She
Yeah.
buys me a pint of ice cream. I go.
Obviously, we were eating that.
She goes, well then throw it out then. I'm like, I'm not gonna fucking waste
We're
it.
not going to waste it.
I'm not gonna fucking waste it.
What are you
dude.
guys watching? Eating pints of ice cream? Are you curled up on the couch
No,
with
no
a nice
TV.
blanket?
Dude, we're in a fucking apartment. No internet.
What?
So we have a Wi-Fi signal we can use. It's spotty. So we
What
watched
have you
a
been
little.
up to, dude?
I just chill and read books, dude. I've been reading this one book. It's pretty tight. So I go home. I like walk my dogs 3 times a
What
day.
the fuck are you guys doing in there?
We can watch we watch White
primal.
Lotus.
And she's
pregnant as hell.
Yeah, she's just slugging it out, laying on the couch.
No, we don't have
On
a
an
couch.
air mattress.
We have
You
an air
got
mattress.
yes.
We did
Dude, this
splurge.
kid's gonna come out wild.
We were on
Hit an air mattress, baby.
We were on. Dude, first of all, we went out. We bought another air mattress. We had one. She brought hers. It was low.
This kid, you're about to raise a super.
Dude,
This one's gonna be a super grabber.
true. It might be, dude. Because we were like coming off. She brought her low air mattress. First of all, she doesn't know shit about air mattresses. She buys shitty air mattresses. So I was, I got one air mattress. It was king, dude. It was 24-incher. This thing's, I'm sitting up high on them things, bro. That thing's high as hell. Of course. Pad on. I showed her how to do that. She brought some fucking I don't know, maybe 12-incher, dude. So she's pregnant. Pregnant ladies too. She has to get up in the morning. Every morning she have to do a push up to get up.
Yeah.
She'd roll off and be like, yeah. And I'm like, dude, we gotta get
Oh man.
a higher air mattress. So we went to Target and we got 24 inches on them things. And,
Thank God they have those.
dude, the ads, they have couples on air mattress on the fucking box, just smiling. I'm like, bro,
Nobody's smiling on this thing.
Let's make this a little more realistic.
Yeah.
Just like an interracial couple sitting there on a
just
Saturday night.
Two interracial gay dudes.
Bro. Yeah, it's like, come on, man. Let's make it a little more true to life.
Yeah.
It should be like a dude's
Guy
back
covered in
leaving a door frame.
stains.
It should be a dude's back leaving a door frame and a lady
Yeah.
and a kid just like this.
Yeah. Stop fighting! Stop fighting! I can't take it anymore.
Dude, so yeah, now we're up on that 24-incher, dude. But we watched White Lotus, but the internet signal's kind of fucked up.
All right.
So we're on the free Xfinity because we're only there for 2 months. So I'm not going to
Free
take it.
Xfinity stinks.
I'm not taking a fucking plan out. Ooh, almost knocked that.
Why don't you have unlimited internet on your phone?
On a hotspot, I try every time I try to set
No,
up
you
a
don't need a
hotspot.
hotspot for. Just use the internet off your phone.
Dude, it sucks. I turn
you've
off
got
the
bad
Wi-Fi.
signal there.
Yeah, dude, I don't know what's going on with this place. I turn off the Wi-Fi and my phone, it'll work, just not all the time.
Yeah.
So then you get fuck
That's
it.
very frustrating.
Yeah, I just go fuck it. I've just been reading a book. I have a little nightlight and I read a book at nighttime. The book I'm reading is nasty as fuck though.
What is it?
It's called Stalking the Wild Pendulum. It's pretty
What's
tight.
it about?
It's just about this dude from the 1920s who was he dropped out of, what's his name? It's Isaac Bentov or something. He dropped out of 8th grade and then went on to become a patent holding scientist.
Nice.
Dude, all of his information is just from the astral realm. This dude is so he rules. Look up the guy's name. I forget his name. Someone gave me the book.
What was the title again?
Stalking the Wild Pendulum. He talks about a lot of stuff, but levels of consciousness and how the higher level of consciousness, all of consciousness is just Itzhak. What's his last name? Bentov? Nice.
Itzhak Bentov.
Itzhak Bentov, dude. Yeah, and he holds patents. Look up his patents, dude. He holds medical patents or something. 8th grade education. Where do you get the information? He claims just from fucking deep space.
Deep Space came and delivered him.
Yeah, he's just oh yeah, I just meditated
upon him.
dude, this dude it's the wildest shit. I just read it at nighttime and bug myself out.
What are his patents?
Nice.
Yeah,
Come on,
the aliens.
Come on now.
The aliens up there were like, "You need diet
What else we got?
spaghetti."
That's one. He's 8th
What
grade
is
education.
Automobile brake shoes.
Okay.
What?
Yeah, dude.
Pacemaker leads.
Yeah, the
Holy
Diet- first of all,
shit,
we
dude,
not-
diet spaghetti and then brake pads.
Yo, man, he's
Who
trying
the
to.
fuck is this guy?
What is diet spaghetti, by the way?
I'll look it up. It was the first thing. It was the first thing that came up.
I mean, that's pretty good. He was alive in the 20s. He said, guys,
Yeah,
Lose weight now,
First
ask me
patent
how.
that came
this
up
could
is
be.
for diet
This could be
spaghetti.
your dude.
he
He
rules.
was like, "No more glutens."
No more glutens at all. Astral
All right,
realm.
All right, check. Got the spaghetti done. Now
No
it's time
problem.
to focus on
Brake shoes.
brake pads or whatever
then-
the fuck that is.
I don't know what brake shoes are.
There's
was
no
brake
information
shoes?
on diet spaghetti.
Yeah, of course not, dude. They took that underground.
That's your boy.
He just went gluten free. What the fuck is diet spaghetti? So the point of the book is just to let people know that I'm not all the way done, but it's basically there's more than meets the eye to this thing. And he comes at it from a scientific as scientific as he can get. Although he knows he has haters. The whole time he's like, you might be laughing at this, but this is just a deal. It's pretty funny. But his thing on consciousness is that
It's good you read these.
we
We got to reinforce this.
we need to.
You might think it's funny, but this is what it is.
This is what it is, dude.
I like
Don't
that.
fucking laugh.
You
You
guys
think it's a fucking joke?
they think it's all these fucking material.
I
Is
hate
sickening,
them.
dude.
I might be a bit of a materialist.
You're no way.
I'm growing.
You're not a
I'm
materialist at all, dude.
Do you think I believe in spirituality and beauty?
Yeah, of course, dude.
Yeah, true.
What else is there? Dude, he goes into the Big Bang Theory and how it's basically the universe is expanding, but it's just a mushroom cloud, and it'll reach a point where then it'll just start falling back down on itself.
Yeah.
Then it condenses into a black
And
hole
then blows up again.
and we shoot up out the other side of a white hole.
Oh,
And it's just a never ending thing. It's just,
that can't be his theory though. That's
no,
like
that's an old
that's
an
a
old one.
common.
But in the 20s, he was kind of that was kind of a far out thing. to
True.
be hitting
It was
people
far
with.
out. I heard that at the Harrisburg area community college.
Did you really?
Then I went home and got drunk with my friends, and I was like, dude, it expands and then comes back together.
Yeah.
And you could relive this exact life for infinity. So you better make it the most of it.
True. Black hole, white hole, dude.
Yeah.
It stretches space time and it gets so heavy it condenses into a tiny thing and then it goes poof, out of the white hole
Shoots
New
out of the
universe.
white hole.
right into the black hole. Pretty tight. But he was saying consciousness is just your ability to respond to a stimuli. So if you're like a fish and I tap the glass, it's a low level of consciousness. It just darts
I agree
around.
with that entirely.
So yeah, it's pretty basic. But he was saying your higher level of consciousness is more your drop down menu when a stimuli is presented to you. You have a larger menu of options to respond from. Then he starts talking about how then there's like non-material bodies and consciousness is kind of separate from the human body. It's just right up my alley, dude.
A lot of consciousness talk, and I it's tough for me to grasp.
So it would be
Like when it comes to like, does a rock have consciousness? And no.
well, there's an energy exchange between rocks and plants. So it's not
What's
the
that?
human level. So it's basically they're exchanging like mycelium will tap into rocks and take like the minerals it needs.
Yeah, but how does that have anything to do with the rock, though?
The rock's there, dude. It's low, very low level, dude. Very.
But
low
how
level.
could it have any consciousness of that?
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't
I
get
don't
the
know
rock
this.
having consciousness type thing.
It's minute, dude. It's very, very low levels. It's just like, I mean, a crystal is a self-organizing structure. Nobody tells a crystal how to like form itself into a thing.
Yeah, but how does that have anything to do with consciousness?
It's self-organized. It's choosing on some level to take that shape and to kind of expand this way versus
I don't
that
think
way.
it's choosing to make itself like that.
It
just does
maybe. How though? What guides it? That's a big. But it's again. This is all.
I don't know enough about crystals, but probably whatever minerals make up the particular crystal.
A crystal is just the purest form of any mineral.
Okay.
So you have
whatever
a rock.
whatever it's made out of,
Mhm.
it probably just naturally does.
It's a
that.
mystery though. We don't know exactly why they. As far as I know, I should say.
Yeah.
We don't know why they grow this way or that way.
So you think they are deciding?
I don't know. I don't think it's just crystals.
I'm not trying to like catch you here. I'm
Oh, I
trying to
don't-
understand this.
My friend, I don't worry at all.
My friend,
Here's my
how
this
dare
is
you, dude?
my friend, what?
buddy, buddy.
Here's the way I look at it. Here's the way. So you get a filthy materialist like O'Connor saying
He is.
human consciousness is just, they call it a metaphenomenon that just rises off of a purely physical process that's inherently meaningless. So we just have sparks and like neurotransmitters, a soup of things that's going on, and it produces our reality that's more or less just this thing you can say, you can discount it. It's total bullshit. But this tiny little bit of material, our brain produces this thing called consciousness, but then you get all of the material of the universe, which our brain's made from, that doesn't produce consciousness. It's like, okay. I doubt that. I highly doubt that's the case.
What's who's the black dork scientist?
Neil
You ever,
deGrasse,
you ever see that tweet Norm hit him with?
does he go against...
I'll tell you, you're gonna like it.
You know what I'm saying? If your little brain can produce your reality, you're telling me all the material of the universe doesn't produce a greater, larger consciousness that we can't comprehend? It's like, get the fuck out of here, Neil deGrasse. It's like the books about stuff like that.
You're gonna like this tweet.
Did he really?
So Neil deGrasse Tyson tweeted, "The universe is blind to our sorrows and indifferent to our pains. Have a nice day." Norm replied, "Neil, this is a scientific fact." Or he said, "Is this a scientific fact or is this just an opinion? I hope I don't sound combative, but this blunt aphorism..." Fuck, that's not the right one. The hell? Yeah, get involved. Ruin it. He goes, "Neil, there's a logic flaw in your little aphorism that seems to be quite telling. Since you and I are part of the universe, then we would also be indifferent and uncaring. Perhaps you forgot, Neil, that we are not superior to the universe, but merely a fraction of it. Nice day indeed."
Oh, damn.
Norm just chilling at home, just hitting with it.
Man.
What's this queer talking about? Yeah.
Yeah, dude, that's, this is the books about stuff of that nature.
Yeah.
Pretty tight.
I'm going on Stuff Island tonight.
fucks
I'm
with
gonna
that.
jam O'Connor, dude. That's all I'm doing. is
I
consciousness
actually
talk.
will sit in if you're
Please.
there to jam O'Connor. I'll join.
I mean, I'd love to hear his answer to that.
Yeah, I'll just shut up and just look at him. No mic. I'm gonna sit right there. I'm gonna take guard dog's spot. I just want to watch you jam him. Good luck jamming him though.
I mean,
Tommy will jump in too. Tommy he'd love it.
it'd be this. I'll be Kenobi, dude, with the blindfold, just fucking
Nothing. We're not planning anything.
talking consciousness talk.
You guys starting to attack us or something?
Not at all. Not at all.
What's Tommy gonna jump in on?
Nothing.
This
I
consciousness.
guess we'll
talk.
see. Aren't you having Matt on Stuff Island tonight?
We're just
Maybe I'll
talk-
jump in. Maybe get a fourth mic. Have a little fun.
I have the fourth mic.
Nice.
Beautiful. We're talking. That'd be sweet. We're talking consciousness, dude. Just get ready, dude.
Yeah, dude. Let's read these dumb ads.
Oh shit, yeah. Where are we at? What?
Guys.
We're at 56.
Guys, Matt and Shane's Secret Podcast is brought to you by Raycon.
Oh,
Time to get your Jesus Christ, Raycon. Time to get your fat ass outside and shake things up.
Whoa.
And no matter how much you shake, Raycon's earbuds will stay right where you stick them.
Yep. Pause.
I actually got the earbuds.
Yeah.
They look pretty good.
I listen to them. I use them.
you use them?
Yeah,
They're
I use
nice?
them. Yeah, they're good.
Yeah,
I'm a wire headphone guy. To be honest, full disclosure.
Yeah.
So I'm like, because Brittany bought me wireless headphones once, and I was like, I don't like these.
This is not the
No,
endorsement.
I put them in. I put them in. No, I'll be honest.
Yeah.
I'm being honest. I'm a wire headphone guy. Brittany makes fun of me for it, but I need the security. They do stick pretty well.
Nice.
They stick pretty well.
Sticking
sound
well is
decent.
incredibly important.
And they I have weird shaped ears and they fall out. They're in there pretty good. But again,
Nice.
full disclosure, classic wire
All right,
headphone.
no more disclosures.
But they were good.
No.
Brittany tested them. She's a wireless headphone person. She liked them,
Mm.
and I listened to them. Pretty good.
Raycons offer 8 hours of playtime and a 32-hour battery life. That's nice.
Bass
And I'll
slaps.
tell you why that's nice.
Yeah.
Because when I get on the aeroplane
Yep.
and I'm trying to listen to
Porn.
a book about Marquis de Lafayette, not porn, dude, Lafayette,
Ooh.
and 2 hours in, 3 hours in, it
Can't have that. No, they're high
Fuck,
quality,
now
bro.
I got to sit on this plane in silence for 5 minutes.
No, high quality. Babe buys me cheap shit.
Yeah,
all the
and they're
time.
priced just right. You get quality audio for half the price of other premium audio brands.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, our listeners can get 15% off their Raycon order at buyraycon.com/drenched. That's buyraycon.com/drenched to save 15% on Raycons. Buyraycon.com/drenched.
Yeah, only Super Gremlins rock the fucking wireless headphones.
The
dude.
Raycons?
Just warning.
Yes.
That's Super Gremlin status, dude. One in at all times.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking rules.
That actually is.
And the
super
phone
good.
call is good
Classic
too. I
Gremlins.
tested out. I did a full
you
test.
can do phone calls? I was
Did-
afraid to ask because I haven't tried them yet. If
No,
they
you do
didn't
the
take
phone call.
calls,
They
I'd be
take the phone
ticked.
calls are good.
Really?
Yeah, I tested that out. Dude, I'm a fucking
You're a Raycon guy.
yeah. I saw it. I was like, I gotta give the full experience, dude. So I did the phone call and everything. That was a big one for me. I'm like, how the fuck can phone calls get all the way up to
Yeah, I
here?
don't understand that.
Bay was like, yo, you're crystal clear, and I said, thank you, Bay.
I don't
I
understand
gotta
that.
go now. Who knows, dude?
One more.
Who the freak knows? What else we got here?
There you go.
Let me get that. Let me slide up in there. Dude, I'll tell you what I like about Lucy and my favorite flavors. Cherries. They have a cherry, don't they? They have mango?
Mango, dude.
Ooh, man, I'll tell you
I'm
what I
a big
like.
mango man.
Dude, when I'm
Big fruity
withdrawing
guy,
from
big fruit.
yeah, when I'm irritated from nicotine, I don't have it. I'm going slip in that mango, and I go, ooh, yeah, I feel high on
you
nicotine.
you put a little
now.
nicotine in. You go, maybe my
Ooh.
girlfriend isn't such a bitch. Maybe I was being a bitch because I
That's the
didn't have
question,
because I had
bro.
a craving.
That's the question I got to ask myself every day. You slide in that nicotine, dude. You feel good, dude.
Mm-hmm.
That should be the ad. Just you sliding it in, making out with your bae.
Slide it, put the nicotine in, and then you go. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I will go see a movie with you tonight. I won't play WWE 2K till 2 a.m.
Yeah, that's
You
it.
know?
Yeah, you gotta we need our little pickups, dude.
Yeah, sometimes we need
Girls have so many pick me ups, dude.
That's
We
all
need a
they
little
do.
something. We need a treat.
Yeah,
Get the synapses firing, guys. We love nicotine. Everyone loves it. Actually, you guys don't have a choice. You're probably addicted to it. So
yeah,
listen up.
Terribly addicted.
Check out the full line of products at lucy.co and use the promo code DRENCHED at checkout. That's lucy.co and make sure to use that promo code DRENCHED, DRENCHED. Warning: this product
Yeah.
contains nicotine.
You gotta read it fast.
Nicotine is an addictive.
No, you gotta read it fast, like it's
an
the end of a commercial.
Addictive chemical.
No, you're just changing your voice.
Nicotine is an addictive chemical. Although, like we said, the science is undecided.
did they have that? The science isn't official.
The science
yet.
changes all the time, dude.
Science changes.
We used to think the planets were encased in crystal spheres. Now we know they're not. Maybe nicotine's not addictive. Who the fuck knows? We'll find out.
I agree. Oh shit! We got to do.
First of all,
fucking-
that's on you if you're addicted to anything. So just knock that off.
yeah.
You gotta be in full
for real.
control,
It is
dude.
not the company's fault, other than the Sacklers. They
tricked us.
They kind of tricked everybody.
Well,
on
they
that
used the doctors, and that was kind of
one. Nowadays with nicotine, that's on you.
yeah.
If you're geese and you got stuck back then when they were like, it helps you with if you have a cold.
Yeah, that was that was my argument in social work school. They're like, well, now with the opioid epidemic, because it's white people, they care. It's like, yeah, their doctors gave it to them. Though, it's a slight difference.
Yeah.
It's not like crack was not prescribed.
Or was it? By
I mean,
by the CIA.
it was left. It was left there.
Could have been the
Was it?
CIA.
It was left there, but he didn't like hurt your back at work. And like, here's some crack.
If I found some crack.
Didn't we see a guy smoking crack?
I saw a guy smoking crack in the stand.
Yeah, dude.
Nah, he was smoking dabs.
I saw a guy smoking crack 2 days ago.
Did you really?
Black dude in the park. It was great.
Oh,
'cause
he's
I
making a
was,
comeback.
I was walking with Nate, and we were in we're all white people
Yeah,
for the most part. There's a lot of rich white people walking around.
sure.
And I was like, oh, there's one of you guys. Like, did Nate? Because me and Nate have nice racial
You have
fights
a nice fun,
all the
yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Like a slingshot drove by, just blasting fucking music. I was like, it's gonna be one of you guys. Show enough.
Showing up.
But then the slingshot took a right. This was a nice victory for Nate. The slingshot took a right at the light, no turn signal. I was like, obviously no turn signal. Then the next car comes up, as white as can be, no turn signal. I was like,
really?
and then I was like, why has it got to be so fucking loud? White guy on a Harley comes by, the loudest thing you've ever heard. I was like, oh no. I swirled. I was like, my racism was breaking. I was like, oh no. Then a giant truck with a smoke muffler and a Florida flag came by, and I was like, fuck.
No.
We're loud too.
guys.
I thought you guys were the loud ones. What the hell's going
it's
on?
so fucking funny. Should have jumped in front of it. Like, stop.
Turn
What are
it
you doing?
down.
Come on.
Let me tell you this, Matt.
Yeah.
Let me tell you this.
Tell me.
Oh, so this is gonna be tough because I'm going to Raleigh this weekend.
Mhm.
All sold out, not a big deal. And then and then Tennessee. Going
What?
to Nashville. Guard dog, you want to come? Oh
I'd
wait,
love to.
yeah, you want to come?
Yeah, if you
All
want
right,
me to.
All right, we'll figure that out. We'll get you involved.
Thank you.
I got an Airbnb. You can come hang out. Anyway.
Whoa,
Um,
sounds fun.
Then after that weekend, I'll be in Indianapolis at the end of April, the 28th, 29th, and 30th. I'll be at Indianapolis Helium. May 5th. All right, here's when it starts. I got that fucking UK tour. So I am in May 6th, I'm in Manchester. May 8th, I'm in Leeds. May 9th, I'm in Glasgow, Scotland, or Glasgow. I forget how to say it. I sound like a fool.
Glasgow? That was Glasgow.
Glasgow.
I thought it was
Glasgow.
Go.
Glasgow.
Glasgow.
May 12th, I'm in Dublin. May 13th, this has been tricky for people.
Yeah.
May 13th, the first show, the early show is at the Leicester Square Theater. The late show has been as at the O2 Shepherd's Bush Empire Theater.
What the fuck? I
All
know
right.
that.
Yeah, the England with their fucking
O2?
names, dude. It's all that shit. It's all like Piccadilly, all that fucking
Yeah, true,
crap,
yeah.
dude.
True.
Then June 3rd through 5th, I'll be at Helium Philly. Uh-oh.
Whoa.
Uh-oh.
Whoa.
Lego.
Whoa. When is that? June what?
3rd to the 5th.
Party.
Party time.
Oh, nice. Looks like we might be able to add some shows in Nashville, so keep an eye on that.
Ooh. Yeah, dude, I'm Austin this week. Austin, they switched it to the Creek and Cave.
Oh, dude,
Construction happened.
you've been there. You
Sweet.
performed there.
Place rules.
It's gonna be tight.
Switch it to the Creek. So
When are you at the Creek?
This Thursday.
This Thursday.
This week I leave.
Oh
Thursday.
shit!
I'm gonna visit my uncle.
You can
My
visit
uncle,
your
my uncle
uncle.
lives down there, so I'm gonna visit my
He
uncle.
came to the show. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm gonna stay with my uncle.
I'm gonna see if my uncle's gonna be down there.
Uncle be down there?
No, my Gemini twin,
True.
Joe Rogan.
True.
He is super gremlin. He
That's your
owns
uncle,
it.
dude. That's your uncle.
Old
Yeah, I'm gonna
head.
chill with my uncle. Magooby's Joke House 421.
Let's go.
That's looking strong. Andrew
Nice.
sent me a little email. I was like, nice. Rutherford, pick it up, dude. Bananas Comedy Club.
Bananas.
I peeped the numbies, dude. It's a while out, but Rutherford, come on, guys.
What
I'm
the
out.
number, dude? You got time.
I'm not worried about it.
Play it safe.
Rutherford-
The dudes that are going to show up, they're not securing their schedule months out. They live day to day.
I know.
They're like, I'm not gonna buy that ticket and die.
Dude, I'm fully prepared. I'm ready for a stinker, dude. I'm like, bring it on. Let's have it.
No,
Let's have a full
it's not coming.
stinking
You're
weekend.
too powerful.
Full stink. I'm always ready for it though. Ready
I
for
thought
a
this
full...
was gonna be a stanky weekend.
Did you think so?
I thought for sure it was gonna be a stanky weekend. And Palm Beach is a huge improv. It's huge.
Ruled?
It's like a 500 seater.
Dang.
You know what happened, bro.
You know what it is.
You know what I did. Came out to the baby and then proceeded to not do that great. That's a tough look.
Are you gone next week? You're
I'm going.
gone.
Yeah,
next
so we're gonna have to figure something out. So next week,
week. Big Billy. Big Billy wants to come on.
I know what the fuck. I want to be on that. I love Bill.
Come on. Yeah. We'll zoom
wanna
you
be
in.
on that
We'll
one.
just zoom you up.
Nah,
Zoom
get the
up.
boys on.
Big Bill's got a big week ahead of him
War
next
mode's
week.
popping right now.
Yo, they're about to. Yeah, they got a
Mhm.
big interview coming up. It's gonna be Big Bill, Spud, and I think Tom. We got a Shepherd. Billy's going through a big experience coming up.
You're gonna do that in Philly? Obviously.
I think so, yeah.
Obviously. What am I dumb?
Is he? Well, I don't want to
Billy's
spoil it.
Billy's
actually.
munching. He's gonna take
he's
the fucking
spilling?
hero's
He's gonna
journey.
ascend and spill.
He's gonna spill. See, he's gonna spill. He's gonna first ascend, then maybe spill. Maybe he won't. Who knows?
Maybe he won't want to.
He's going to the wilderness.
He's either gonna not want to or really want to.
Yeah.
My prediction is he's gonna go. Why the fuck did I
Yeah,
not
I think
come?
you're right.
That's like keep telling him like you're gonna do 5 grams of mushrooms and go. Why did I not come for 90 days? That was crazy.
Yeah.
That was the whole time I did it. It was going. Why do I put all these weird things on myself that I have to do?
Yeah.
But then you can come. That'll be great.
That'll be good. I'll see if I can get one down in Nash Vegas. But I am doing a couple podcasts already down
Are you
there.
really?
Yeah.
Little tour.
Couple podcasts.
Gashville.
Gashville, baby.
Yeah, bro.
I'm
It's
excited for Gashville. It's gonna be fun.
Be tight.
Kid Rock show.
That's huge, dude.
Kid Rock comedy jam after with fucking Josh Adam Myers and Kid Rock, dude.
That's gonna be
I
nasty.
might hit a Dragula
dude.
with Kid Rock.
You might have to
Oof, my
get an old country song with him too. That'd be nice.
Yeah, I gotta figure out a song.
Some like what's that guy? Waylon.
I would
Jennings?
sing. You know what I would sing? I would
Waylon.
sing. We'll put a boot in your ass. It's the
Bro.
American. So Uncle Sam, put your name
That might
at
be
the
Unk
top of
too.
his list.
That might be Unk too.
That what?
Kid Rock.
Kid Rock
might
is
be
an
Uncle.
Unc, dude.
OG.
He's actually also a super grandma.
Oh, dude, there's no doubt.
He's just, yo, before we get, did you see that video of Tucker packing his in?
No.
Yeah, I mean,
He
so many
packed it.
people said it too.
It bothered me so much. There's no need to pack it.
I mean,
You don't have to pack it.
I pack my Lucy.
That's
dude.
just what a 7th grader does. Just,
He's clapping.
I want to show you guys.
So, like,
He is a fucking funny
He's
guy.
there.
I
Tucker
pack
Carlson.
my lozenges. I pack my
Tucker
lozenges.
Carlson,
dude.
yeah.
When I get my Lucy lozenges, I fucking
You pack the Lucy's.
pack them down. Dude.
Yeah, anytime I get a pack of nicotine gum from Lucy, I go. All right, we're gonna switch over to the Patreon. Please join us. Thank you. Yes. Oh, I gotta pee so bad, dude.